This is a production of Hockey Night in Oswego. Only on WTOP.
And welcome to this Deborah Stanley Arena for this men's hockey matchup between the defending SUNY champion Oswego Lakers and the Nazareth Golden Flyers. Hello everyone, we are live from WTOP 10 for this pregame show. My name is Lucas McGarry, joined by Logan Weingartner and James Fitzpatrick. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Yeah, thank you, Lucas. I'm really excited to be here. I had the privilege last game of being color commentator for the Oswego men's exhibition against first-year program St. John Fisher. They took a dominating 8-3 win against the first-year program. I was alongside James for that one.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pleasure calling that game with you, Logan, and offense was flying that game, so I couldn't be more excited for this one.
And we're going to get into it all tonight in this next pregame show. But before that, we cannot talk anymore before discussing why we are here tonight. It is Teal Night. The Lakers and their fans joined together to raise an awareness for ovarian cancer and honor the life of Mary Gosick, the late wife of longtime head coach Ed Gosick, who tragically passed away due to ovarian cancer.
Yeah, Lucas, this is such a special night because at the age of 55, Mary Gosick unfortunately passed away due to ovarian cancer. She had graduated from both Oswego High School and here at SUNY Oswego State University. Here she worked as a computer program analyst for 34 years at the college. So Oswego will be looking to honor her tonight against the Golden Flyers.
Yeah, and it's absolutely just a great tradition by the Lakers to do this every year for Coach Gosick and the entire Lakers organization and their family. And I have no words for how special it is.
The Gosicks are truly a staple in this community. But with that, it is now time to start talking about the contest between this Lakers squad and the Nazareth Golden Flyers. Guys, it's an early scrimmage for both of these teams, but there's still plenty to talk about. So what do you think is in store for this game? Logan, we'll start with you.
Yeah, Lucas, it is early, but it's never too early to start making your mark. I expect the Lakers to build off their last outing when their offensive charge is spearheaded by Matt McQuaid, Connor Gatto, and Travis Baker, who each scored 2 goals. They were in sync on all ends in that game, cycling through 3 goalies, including the freshman Michael Manzi in the third period. So I expect them to be dominant. As for the Golden Flyers, they come off the last season in which they struggled as they went 8-16-2. So I expect them with talent in their depth to look to make a mark on their new season.
Absolutely, James. We'll go to you now. We're taking a look at the USCHO preseason polls, which the Lakers have made it onto. How do those preseasons look? Where do the Lakers fall down them?
Well, it's not a shock that the Lakers are on these polls. SUNY champions. They make it to the NCAA, the tournament. They, unfortunately for them, get eliminated in the first round of that. But this is a good Lakers team. They're going to keep proving it. They sit at 12 on this poll. The only team in the SUNY division that ranks above them is the newly added Hobart to the SUNY division. It's only a matter of time for the Lakers to keep jumping up these rankings.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about the SUNY the USHO rankings. Now we'll take to the SUNY polls, where the Lakers sit in second, like you just mentioned. Logan, why don't you tell us why they aren't number 1 because of the new addition of a certain team?
Yeah, Lucas, the two new teams in Skidmore and Hobart are both so dominant, especially when you talk about the Statesmen of Hobart. They come off 3 straight national titles in NCAA Division III. You can't understate how dynamic they are just on both ends of the ball and really all departments of the game, goalkeeping, defense, and offense. They're just so talented. I expect them to run through the SUNY this year. Unfortunately for the Lakers, I don't expect them to lose a step. But Skidmore is also very good at coming into the SUNY, so Lakers also have to face new competition. So it'll be exciting to see where the Lakers stand, as they are ranked second in the SUNY, Hobart at 1 and Skidmore at 5th.
Yeah, absolutely. The season is just starting, so anything can happen, and I can guarantee that we have some changes coming. But right now, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to check out some history, and we have a new segment altogether. Stay tuned right here live on WTOP 10.
If you like action, romance,
if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn. Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Look at the number of disasters in the U.S. Chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. Oh, you got censorship. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
And welcome back to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. My name is Lucas McGarry, and I'm joined up on the perch by Logan Weingartner and James Fitzpatrick. Now, guys, I want to take a trip back in time and discuss the last contest between these teams. Logan, talk us through their last clash.
Yeah, thank you, Lucas. These two teams played not too long ago, but Oswego has an abundance of success in the last recent head-to-head matchups, the last 10 that is. They have an 8-2 record against the Golden Flyers, so they've dominated recently. They found the edge and momentum against the Golden Flyers, especially recently, and they won the last one. They walked into Rochester, Pittsford, the suburb of Rochester that is, came away with a 4-2 win. For the Lakers, the goal scorers that game were Matt McQuaid, Patrick Haugen, Brandon Cohen, and Connor Gatto. So the Lakers share the wealth. They had 4 different goal scorers that game, and they look to build upon that tonight.
An absolutely strong performance from the Lakers, and you got to think that the Nazareth Golden Flyers have that in the back of their mind when they're coming into this one. But that was just the last time. The theme of the contest seems to be the same, though. The Lakers and the Flyers seem to have the same type of game for the last couple years. James, why don't you talk us through the history so far between this Lakers and Flyers team?
Yeah, well, Logan touched on a little bit. Oswego has been dominant in the history of these two teams. This is not a place where Nazareth likes to play. In fact, they've never won here.
Wow.
The Lakers are 12-2 all-time, like Logan said, and the Lakers are on a 7-game win streak against the Golden Flyers. So if history repeats itself, it's not going to look good for Nazareth tonight. They got to change something going into this one.
But you got to think as well, Nazareth, they need to change something. This is the time to do it. You got a team like the Lakers who are really strong coming out of the polls. Who knows? This is the chance to upset and maybe show that you got a new team. Nazareth, I like them. I really think that they got a lot to prove tonight. It's anyone's game, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
But we're going to talk enough about the history. It's time for a little segment producer Mike Neckers came up with called Luke's Locks, where I'm going to drop some predictions that I guarantee you will happen in this game. So, guys, for today's game, I have one very broad prediction and one very specific one. Number one I have is that the Nazareth Golden Flyers will be very, very physical. Like I already said, this is their game to prove, and I think that they're going to try and dominate the Lakers on the board. I really think if they can intimidate them, they can get off to a good start. And if they get that first goal across the Lakers' net, I think that's all game for them, and the Lakers will start to panic. However, I do have a very, very specific one, and then that is Matt McQuaid of the Lakers will score a goal tonight. I think he is one of their standout players. He continues to be one of their best players. He's the captain of the team. He had one of the goals in their very big 8-3 win against St. John Fisher. Matt McQuaid, lock it in, goal. No betting on this one. We don't bet on D3 Sports here, but Matt McQuaid with a goal. Lock that one. I think he goes back-to-back in 2 games in a row. How do you feel about that one, guys?
I mean, I'll go first. I definitely like the physicality part. I don't see any way that Nazareth's going to go into this game feeling they can't win. They need to play hard. If they don't play hard on the road in a place they've never won in, may as well just go home now. They got to come out and forecheck hard, play good defense, block some shots. I mean, put your body on the line for this game. Otherwise, just go home.
Appreciate the vote of confidence. I really do. But that is going to do it for right now. When we come back, we got two other gentlemen who have been absolutely dying to talk about some puck. So stay tuned for when we come back right here on WTOP 10.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Welcome back to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. You guys have heard enough from Logan, James, and I. We're going to now send it to our boys in the Steve Lee press box. Kenny Gerard and Mike Neckers. Boys, take it away.
Thank you, fellas, and welcome into the Steve Lee press box. I'm Kenny Gerard, coincided by the wonderful, wow, that's a big word. See,
Yeah.
hey, I guess we're back. I got to bust the rust off at some point. How are you, Mike?
Kenny, I'm doing all right. Excited for some Oswego State hockey here in the Deborah F. Stanley Arena, but we got to get things underway over here.
I guess we do. Let's get right into it with our goalie matchup. Now we have McCarthy against Crosby. Now some quick stats for you. The save percentage in favor of McCarthy with 88.1% to Crosby's 87.1. Now saves in the season, different story. Crosby with 175 to McCarthy's 59. And Mike, I'll let you take the rest of the way here. What do you see between these two?
Yeah, Kenny, absolutely. I think it's tough to compare these two because Gavin McCarthy didn't see the ice a lot last year for the Lakers. Brendan Milberg got most of the starts. McCarthy only with 6 games played, 2.42 goals allowed average. So certainly something to improve on, but an 88.1 save percentage, really solid for him. And then on the other side, Crosby got in a little more, 9 games, so still not a lot. The youngest goaltender on his team last year, now the only returning goaltender, so we'll have some big shoes to step into for this Nazareth team.
And as is an exhibition match, most teams will rotate in all their goalies. For the Lakers, Michael Manzi, a new netminder for Oswego. Zalesny leaving the team this past offseason. So it'll be interesting to see what Oswego does with all their netminders as well as the Golden Flyers. But let's talk about exhibition matches. We were just saying it's important, right? Why is it important to you for these matches?
I mean, Kenny, as you mentioned, you get an opportunity to bring in all 3 of your goaltenders for both of these teams. We look at Brandon Milberg as well, who, of course, has that experience for the Lakers, but as well for Nazareth, bringing in players who maybe aren't sure if they're ready for the ice yet. This is a good opportunity to test them and see what they're capable of and if they can make an impact for their teams.
Absolutely. I mean, and these two in the past have been very closely matched. And for Oswego, you come off such a high in winning the SUNY championship. You beat your rival at home. Then you lose in the NCAAs to trying the first-timers. You're kind of up and down for the Lakers. So right now it's get your confidence up, see what you've got. You don't want a sophomore slump for this Oswego team. And for Nazareth, not the best year last year. We'll see how they can pick it up. Well, I guess we got some keys to the game, and I guess, Mike, you're going first.
Oh, I am I? So we'll kick things off for the Oswego State Lakers. First things first, they have to use the momentum that they've carried over. Won their season opening exhibition game 8-3 over St. John Fisher, a first-year team, and of course coming off of a SUNY championship. So they're riding high right now. They've got to carry that into this game, and then next week, their first actual game that'll count towards their record. Second one, very simple. You'll hear it every hockey game you ever watch. The Lakers need to get pucks in deep. That is the best way to create offensive opportunity. Get the puck in the offensive zone, put shots on that, and test Lincoln Crosby early. And last but not least, they can't slow down. This Lakers team always comes out hot, but sometimes they'll start to get a little complacent here getting into the second and third periods. They cannot afford to do that today. They need to stay on their toes.
Absolutely, and I guess I'll talk about Nazareth now and their keys to the game. For me, the first things first, you got to take some smart shots, right? Now, last season, .086 shot percentage to their opponents, .123. They're not taking the best shots, and their opponents are out shooting them on net. If you can't take a shot that goes in between the pipes, you're not going to win a game. So for them, it's taking those smart shots, waiting, sitting back, and trying to take advantage of the goalie. Now, they got to convert on the power play. A .176 conversion percentage compared to this one. Ready for this? Opponents, .324.
Abysmal.
Almost double of what the Nazareth Golden Flyers had done last year. So for them, you got to convert on the power play. And I should also say this, kill off the penalty as well. It's also extremely important. And as well, I want them to score first. If they can score first, get into McCarthy's head early and rattle him in net, that could be a difference maker for the Golden Flyers. Well, Mike, I know we're almost out of time in here, but quickly we'll touch on the fact that it is Teal Night. You know what Teal Night's for, Mike? You want to explain to them at home?
Absolutely. It is for ovarian cancer awareness, a very important cause. Head coach of the Oswego State Lakers, Ed Gosick, lost his wife, Mary Gosick, to ovarian cancer a few years ago, and it's very important for everyone here in Oswego.
Absolutely. A very important night and a very fun game. In the last few years, these games have been exciting. And now we had seen 2 years ago now, Hobart, the #1 seed in the country, came into Oswego, and everybody thought it was a wash, and the Lakers had no chance. Well, by my reaction, you might know. Oswego upset them in overtime just before Halloween. It was a heck of a game, and last year, Oswego takes a victory over the same team on Teal Night. So, Mike, it's been fun the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
What are you expecting tonight? You think this one's going to be a fun one?
Well, that Hobart game you mentioned was one of my first games in Oswego. Such an exciting one to be a part of.
Wow.
My freshman year here, but tonight I think it's going to be more of the same. Of course, an exhibition matchup does take a little of the excitement out. There's nothing really on the line for these two teams. But I still think it's going to be a great matchup. Nazareth always comes to the Deb and puts up a good fight with the Oswego State Lakers. So should be the same today.
Absolutely. Now, let's just take a look inside the locker room now. If you're head coach for the Nazareth Golden Flyers, James McDonald, or head coach of the Lakers, Ed Gosick, what are you saying to your team right now with just about 12 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock until puck drop?
Well, Kenny, I think for both coaches, the message is going to be the same. This is an opportunity for them to get out on the ice early in this preseason and see what they can do. Of course, nothing super serious on the line here other than maybe bragging rights between these two teams, but an opportunity to get out there, play some hockey, have some fun, and sort of build some gel between the players on this team. Of course, new players on both sides, still trying to find those connections with their teammates, so a great opportunity to do that here as well.
And for the Lakers, we talked a lot last year about how it was a very new team. Now this year, it's a pretty sophomore-esque team. Now we've all heard the phrase the sophomore slump. Do you think that comes into play for the Lakers or no?
I think it absolutely is a possibility of coming into play. We've seen it happen. We've seen it not happen. I think of some NFL quarterbacks who aren't doing too hot right now and others who are.
C.J. Stroud.
There it is, C.J. Stroud. But, no, I think this Oswego team has all the pieces there, and they just have to find a way to put it together like they did last year. Whether or not they can do that, that's up to Coach Gosick and all the players on this team.
Well, I guess we're going to find out very shortly. That's it for us in the press box. We're going to send it back over to the Dapper Yeppers over on the perch. Guys, take it away.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Kenny. Two absolute studs in the booth right over there. Kenny, obviously a fantastic caller. He called all of our games essentially last year. He was on the championship call with our good friend Paulie Beatty, who couldn't make it tonight. And Mike, a suitable replacement as well. Fantastic as well, just from all around. But we're going to take a quick break, send it back to the guys in the booth. And when we come back, we got everyone's favorite segment, picks to win and players to watch. So stay tuned right here on WTOP 10.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No. Spin the wheel. Oh, you got censorship. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Well, welcome back one last time to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena for this pregame show. I don't know how well you can see us because, unfortunately, the lights have just gone off in the Deb, which is a common occurrence right before puck drop. So we're going to go away in a couple of minutes, but we still got some things to talk about. But it is now time for the best segment of the show, players to watch and picks to win. Logan, let's get started with you. Give me your player to watch first for Naz and then for Oswego.
Yeah, thank you, Luis. I got number 16, the experienced veteran, senior Logan Tobias. He was the leading scorer for Nazareth last season, putting on 12 goals, along with 15 assists to total to 27 points. So I expect him to be part of the offensive attack. And now as you switch to the Deb squad, Oswego, number 12, senior Matt McQuaid. One of the dynamic pieces, scored 2 goals in the exhibition game against St. John Fisher. And last year he had 16 goals, 15 assists for the team. Such a good player for Oswego, one of the leaders, also a senior. 31 points in total last season.
Logan, you got 2 vets that you just picked. Who do you think is going to play better? Obviously, you've just listed off the fantastic accolades of both of them. If you had to pick one to really be the shining star between the two of them, who do you got today?
That's a hard one, Lucas, but honestly, I'll have to go Matt McQuaid just because I think that Oswego plays off of each other so well. Each of their players complement each other. Such a good, dynamic offensive attack. They establish their rhythm early, so I think it's going to be McQuaid.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. James, now we'll go to you. Give me your players from Oswego and Nazareth to watch.
Well, we're going to start with Nazareth. I got number 10, Blake Frost. It's getting loud in here now. Teams are hitting the ice, but I got number 10, Blake Frost for the Golden Flyers in Nazareth. Blake Frost had 6 goals, 10 assists last year for the Golden Flyers, which doesn't scream at you, but this guy takes a lot of shots. He only had a .094 shooting percentage last year, which could be a little bit better, but when he shoots the puck, you gotta watch out for him. He's a threat offensively, and he's going to be a star tonight. He's going to be a star this season coming up for the Golden Flyers.
So you think he might be one of the X factors for this squad going through the rest of the season, not just for this game?
Absolutely. I could see him developing heavily this year.
And when you say for Travis Baker, obviously a fantastic player. He has so many different skills, accolades. I feel like he could be one of the next leaders to come out of this squad. You see, like we talked about with Matt McQuaid, I think Travis Baker can also be one of those guys who can be a heavily relied on leader on this team.
Absolutely. Travis Baker is my other player to watch for Oswego. He is an elite defenseman in the SUNY division. Last year, he won Defender of the Year in the SUNY division. He had 7 goals, 19 assists for 26 points in the 28 games he played, which is out of this world for a defenseman. He screams offense for the Lakers. If you want a guy like Quinn Hughes, Kel McCarr, Adam Fox in the SUNY division, it's him. He is an offensive dynamite back there. And I spoke to him a few weeks ago on what he wants to work on best this season. He said it's his skating. He suffered a few injuries a couple years ago, especially the one to his Achilles in a corner where he took a skate to his Achilles. He was out for the year. That heavily impacted his skating. But this upcoming season, he's going to be a better skater.
Well, I love what you guys have been saying. We are just about to get underway, though. We got our starting lineups getting rolling through. So really quick, let's do our picks. James, go first, then we'll go to Logan, and then we'll go to me.
I got Oswego winning 7-4, which seems like a lot. But last week, Oswego was absolutely perfect offensively against St. John Fisher. The shots were coming in, the chances were coming in, and the goals were coming in. It was an 8-3 victory, although the defense looked a little shaky at points. But the offense is there, and it will always be there. Look out for this Lakers team.
James, you said it best. I'm also going to go Oswego winner 6-2. I think they just run such a coordinated effort on all fronts that Nazareth won't be able to keep up with.
Yeah, and I am going to be the devil's advocate. I think Naz is going to win 2-1. I really like their energy, and I think that they are going to shock the world. However, that is everything from us. However, we are going to send it now to a quick break, and then when we come back, it will be the boys Deep League Press Box. Have a good one and enjoy the game. We are live on WTOP 10.
If you like action, romance,
if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Look at the number of disasters in the U.S. Chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say. No.
Spin the wheel. Oh, you got censorship. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
back into the Steve Lee press box and in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall. I am Kenny Gerard, coincided by the wonderful. I said it again. I did it again.
Twice in a row.
Oh my God. Welcome back. And Mike, we just see the ceremonial puck drop taking place right now. Madeline Ewig dropping the puck for the Lakers and the Golden Flyers.
Yeah, Kenny, super excited for this matchup today. A great message behind the game today, and what a game it should be. The Oswego State Lakers here hosting the Nazareth Golden Flyers, as coming back to the center of the ice are the captains for these two respective teams.
Yeah, and some moments are bigger than hockey, and this game is one of those games for the battle against ovarian cancer. So, Mike, I mean, just a few seconds left here. Any thoughts before we get underway?
Just excitement all around, Kenny. My first call of the year, your first call of the year in the rink. Should be a good game. The men's hockey team's back in action. Crazy Train playing here in the Deb, and I just couldn't be more happy and excited to be here.
Well, Mike, it's slated to be a good one. Again, we've talked about the history of Teal Night in the last few years that I have been here in Oswego. Now that apparently I'm old and been here for 4 years, it's been good games. They've been a lot of fun. And don't forget, in the Teal game, Mike, Mary's Minute. Do you want to explain what that is to the folks at home?
Kenny, it's blanking on me here what that is.
First minute of the game is silent.
Complete silent. Do we participate in that as commentators
We do.
as well?
We will not speak for the first minute of the game in honor of Mary's Minute. We don't speak. The crowd does. We don't. I should say we don't speak. The crowd does speak a lot, like really loud. So they're going to cheer, and we're going to sit here and let the crowd speak for you guys.
We're going to pump in the crowd noise. We're going to let it happen.
Puck drop's underway, and here's Mary's Minute. And Michael, we got to pause in the game here. Just 10 more seconds left of Mary's Minute. What a wonderful tradition it is. Let the crowd speak. Let the crowd cheer and honor Go Six Late Wife.
Absolutely. Such a beautiful little minute there. I mean, doesn't seem like much, but you hear everyone here in the Deborah F. Stanley Arena coming together, and just so much excitement and such a wonderful and wholesome moment here.
Here's the last 10 seconds of it for you, Mike. One minute has come off the clock, and we are officially underway here in the Deb between the Nazareth Golden Flyers and the Oswego State Lakers for Teal Night 2025. And we're going to get an icing, and they're going to shut me up really quick. Mike, it's back to you.
Absolutely, Kenny. A lot of nice pressure there from the Lakers early, moving themselves up into that attacking third of the ice, like I mentioned earlier, getting pucks in deep. So a good start for them. No shots from either team yet, though.
Face-off coming into Nazareth end. Skating in for the Lakers to take the puck drop will be Miller. For the Golden Flyers, Erlane will come in.
Yeah, and
well, for now, I guess.
Another stoppage here waiting. Nazareth didn't like that one, so we'll go back to square one, but here it comes now.
Face-off is won by the Golden Flyers, and they're going to dump this one away into neutral ice. Lakers will pick it back up. That one's going to go right under the stick of Payon. Payon will pass this one up on the near side. Intercepted by the Golden Flyers for just a short second. Lakers get control back and dump it away into the Nazareth end, and we'll get yet another icing call.
Yeah, and a slow start for both these teams. A couple of icing calls, and no rush to get into things for either team. Still yet to see a shot recorded. Nazareth bringing in some fresh legs. Oswego as well bringing some fresh legs. It'll be a face-off down in Oswego's defensive end. Gavin McCarthy might be tested here for the first time today.
Well, we'll see. I mean, obviously, if you're Nazareth, you want to win this face-off, get a quick shot, and give McCarthy something to look at here early on with only 18:32 remaining in the first. Face-off is won by the Lakers. Payon has it down in his own end. He'll try to take this thing up and just dump it away into neutral ice. Nazareth tries to get it back, but the Lakers will keep a stick on it. Down around the near side boards behind the net, Nazareth will get this one away. Lakers will go back to chase it. Peralt gets the puck. That's stopped by McCarthy, and Peralt will set up the offensive attack for Oswego.
Yeah, no need to rush on this one, Kenny. The Lakers trying to start an attack all the way from behind the net, and it looks like they've got a good start going here.
That pass is lost by McQuaid and taken back by Miller of the Nazareth Golden Flyers, but Peralt will get it down near McCarthy, and we'll get yet another icing call before Peralt can get to that one.
Yeah, some more icing. Just a little too much speed on that puck from Andrew Miller, unable to catch up with it, and McCarthy does well there, puts the hand up, and puts the Lakers in another offensive opportunity here down at the other end.
So the Lakers will take a face-off in their offensive end. Nazareth in the defensive end. In for the Lakers, looks like Gatto. And coming in now for the Golden Flyers, Haletny will take it. And Haletny will lose it for a second shot in front. That one's blocked. Good chance for the Lakers off the face-off. Quick shot goes away. Here's another one. That one's blocked in front by the defense. Too much traffic in front for the Lakers for that one, so they'll lose this one down into their own defensive end. Chasing down low for it is Bala. Bala loses it for a second. Back in front. That one's taken back by the Lakers. Vosilo storming down the ice. Looks for McQuaid, and he'll get pressed up against his own bench. McQuaid gets a stick on it. Still near the Oswego bench. That one's popped out by Vosilo. And a flying stick into the middle of the ice. That's a fun moment, Mike. What was that?
That might be the highest I've ever seen a hockey stick fly. And I'm unsure whose stick it was. We'll have to wait and see. It kind of looked like it came out of the bench.
It might have. There's a good chance it did. I mean, again, I'm not sure who they were throwing it to, but there will be a penalty against the Nazareth Golden Flyers. So the Lakers will have a 2-minute power play on the clock. So 2 more minutes with a man advantage for the Lakers going into the sin bin. Nadasti for the Golden Flyers.
Yeah, Kenny, and you mentioned earlier in the pregame the Lakers needing to convert on the power play, just a 176 conversion percentage, so certainly got their work cut out for them here.
Let's see if the Golden Flyers can kill off their first penalty today. Lakers with it now in the offensive end on the power play. With the puck now, Cooper, he's going to pass this one back over to Cohen. Down in front, that one's blocked. Good chance for the Lakers, won't convert on it. Cohen with the puck now. He'll pass this one cross ice. Near the faceoff circle. Looking for a lane, they can't find one yet. 1:33 remains on the power play. There's a rip in front, and that one's blocked by the traffic. Good penalty kill so far from Nazareth, and they'll get that one the heck out of their zone.
Yeah, and Augusta with a really nice block there, just gets the shin right in front of the shot, says no thank you to the Lakers, and saves a possible goal there for Naz.
And playing very aggressive, shorthanded in the Lakers zone. Oswego unable to even get through neutral ice yet. This one near the boards, that's Simons. Simons loses the puck. Nazareth almost gets back to it, but the Lakers will take it. Still on the man advantage. Here comes Gatto. Gatto looks for a shot up high, just high of the net. Gatto will get it back in his own end. In the offensive end, Gatto looks for a lane. He'll pass this one over to Bannister. Bannister doesn't get one there, pass it off the wall. Up top, down low. Shot in front, that's saved. And into neutral ice, and the penalty kill continues for the Golden Flyers.
Yeah, Kenny, and I love this high pressure from the Golden Flyers while being a man down. It's not something you see very often, but it's working really well against this Oswego Lakers team.
McQuaid passes left, looks for a lane, a shot in front. That one's saved by Crosby. Lakers get it back on the rebound. Baker passing it over. Center shot, Gatto. That one's in front again, and that one gets knocked away by the defense. 10 seconds remain on the power play for Oswego. Bannister passes it over. Shot from the faceoff circle, saved once again from Crosby. And that'll leave just 4 seconds on the man advantage.
And how about Lincoln Crosby? 3 beautiful saves to keep it 0-0. Keep his team still in this game early here.
Lincoln's locking it down inside the pipes, man. He's been phenomenal on this penalty kill. And something we had mentioned earlier is Nazareth needing to kill penalties. Well, if they can get 4 more seconds here, they'll kill off their first one of the match. Face off in the Oswego end. That one's won by the Lakers. Last check and shot. Oh, and that one wide. Nazareth will return to full strength. 5-on-5 hockey returns. That one's going to get passed along the boards, and Nazareth will pick this one up. Meinke will pass up, almost stolen away, and it is stolen away by the Lakers. That one will be dumped down into the corner. Corner battle for the puck between Nazareth and Oswego. Nazareth will get it into neutral ice. Gilmore with the puck will pass over to Payon. Payon cross ice pass. And not going to get anywhere with that one. Stevenson trying to get the puck in front of the net. He'll scoop around, and that one is saved.
Imagine if he pulled off that wraparound. What an opening goal for the Lakers here on Teal Night that could have been.
Would have been a great goal, but here's a chance for Nazareth, but he'll just lose the puck. Bayonne wins the skate race. In their own end, Oswego again sets up the offensive attack. A lot of time spent so far, Mike, in that Nazareth zone.
Yeah, Oswego doing a really good job, like I mentioned, coming out hot on their toes and pressing up high, but it's something that we've seen in the past. They've struggled to maintain that going into the second and third period, so we'll see how things play out moving forward here.
Bower's pass is stolen away by the Lakers. Oswego in the offensive end again. Creeping behind Crosby, there's a big hit up against the boards. That one's lost on an errant pass, and Nazareth will get it back. Wide pass, just wide of Cole. Cole lays a big hit up against the boards. What a hit from the Golden Flyers to get them just a little bit of momentum with under 14 minutes remaining here in the first. Nazareth will set up to move offensively. Down the near side, pass along the boards is popped up into the air. Nazareth can't get a stick on it yet, and this one will be blown dead, I'm guessing, on an offsides.
Yeah, Kenny. Just a little too antsy there from Nazareth. Crossed that line a little too early, and it's going to bite him in the back here. Now Lakers with an opportunity here in this center zone to try and win the ball back on the face, or the puck back on the face-off.
Neutralized face-off. Won by the
field hockey mode, Kenny.
Yes, we are. We're still getting used to winter sports again here at Oswego, but speaking of getting used to it, see if Oswego can get used to a goal. That one goes just wide. What a chance for the Lakers. Had plenty of opportunities so far, out shooting Nazareth 6-1. Can they capitalize here? On the near side. McQuaid pass in front, blocked by the D. Good shutdown of that passing lane. Cross ice. Baker up near the blue line, passes right between the legs of Vossalo. Vossalo will pass back. That one's kept on sides. Here's a shot in front for Baker. That one's saved. Second chance. That one goes wide behind the net. Just going to be a pass. I got a little too excited. Gatto with the puck now up top. He'll shoot. That's blocked. Nice block there from Frost for the Golden Flyers. Ripped shot Baker. Second chance missed. Taken away by Nazareth, and what a defensive stop for the Golden Flyers.
Lincoln Crosby again answers the call between the pipes, just shutting down this Lakers offense, who already has 8 shots on net here.
And Oswego with it in their own end. Again, when Nazareth get down there, they haven't had many opportunities, just getting 1 shot on net compared to the Lakers' 8. We'll see what Nazareth can do here on the near side. Puck comes up, swarmed. Here's a shot. That one's saved by McCarthy, and a good chance there for fair. I'd say a fair chance.
Yeah, and smartly done there by McCarthy. Had the opportunity to try and dish that one out, but with a Golden Flyer coming at him from either side, decides to cover that puck there. So still a dangerous spot here. Nazareth with an opportunity to put another shot on.
As we get a replay of the save, that's McCarthy's first real save of the night with 2 shots for Nazareth and 8 for Oswego. Face-off won by the Lakers in the defensive end. This is in a neutral ice on the stick of Miller. Miller off the boards. Nazareth will dump this one back into the offensive end, but Burke will pick it up for Oswego. Down on the far side in the corner, Payon will get a stick on it. Payon skates it up, pass up high. Bannister with it now near the offensive end, near the face-off circle. Centering pass, shot. That one's blocked in front. And there will be a penalty on this play. It's going to be a hooking call going against, I believe, Oswego. Nope, it is Nazareth. So it will be another power play for the Lakers after the hook.
Yeah, and Harrison Dumas just gets his skate in front of that shot there defensively. Nicely done to not let that make its way to the net. But this is the type of penalty you don't want to give up, and you really can't afford to be giving up when the Lakers are dominating this much. I mean, outshooting Nazareth 8-2, another 2-minute penalty for hooking here is not what you want to see.
No, and again, we talk about their penalty kill, right? They lack in the conversion to kill category. So now tonight, it's going to be apparent right now if they can kill another one, they're doing pretty good. This face-off is just going to be blown dead again, and we will reset up. So Burke skates in for the Lakers. Erlane in for the Golden Flyers. That one's won. Here we go, 1-man advantage for the next 2 minutes for Oswego. There's a pass in front, backhand shot, second chance, scores! And that one is buried by the Lakers, and it's going to be 1-0 with Vossalo.
And Colin Vossalo, a scrappy putback goal, a nice first save there by Lincoln Crosby. Right place, right time, gives the Lakers that 1-0 lead.
If we get a replay of it now, I didn't have Oswego's keys to the game, but one of mine would have been second chance, second chance, second chance. Oswego last year capitalizing on those second chance opportunities, and it leads to a goal for the Lakers. So the Lakers will convert on the power play. It's 1-0 Oswego, and the penalty kill fails for the Golden Flyers. Puck drop in neutral ice.
Exactly what this Oswego team needed to do, get hot early. They need to hold on to this lead and keep building on it here moving forward.
Near side boards in the Nazareth end. Golden Flyers trying to get the heck out of there and get some offensive action. There's a big hit up against the board again for the Lakers, and it's getting a little bit chippy. There's another hit from the Golden Flyers, and finally, some physicality. That one's dumped up towards Ergo, and Ergo will just pass it across the boards over to Simons. Simons near the face-off circle. He is tangled up against the boards with Heidelberger. On the near side, hit up against the boards. Here's a shot in front. That one is saved. Good chance for Stevenson. Back in the corner, past Simons. Ergo chases it down. Ergo looks to get off the boards. He can't. Another big hit up against the boards. Simons with it now. Pass in front, and that shot goes high for Ergo. Nazareth gets it into neutral ice, and they're going to go on the offensive attack. Lakers intercept that pass. Here comes Oswego now with Stevenson. Stevenson takes a lane shot. That one's high. Near the face-off circle again, Oswego trying to get it back. Intercepted by the Golden Flyers. Oswego gets it again. Stevenson right under his stick. Here comes Simpson. Down low, Stevenson with the puck. Battle is won by the Lakers, taken away again by Nazareth. Lots of back and forth in Nazareth end, and the Golden Flyers finally get a stick on this one.
Yeah, and I think we got to talk about Seamus Stevenson down behind that Nazareth net, just pressuring heavy, not letting Nazareth get the puck out.
There's a shot that goes just wide for Williams for the Lakers. And Oswego with it again. Stevenson's pass is knocked down by Oswego. Williams with it now. He'll take it behind the net. Williams centering pass is stolen away by the Golden Flyers. And out into neutral ice, down to the Oswego zone, and it's a skate race. Baker will win the race. He gets tripped, no call. Nazareth with it in the offensive end. That one goes under the stick of an errant pass and all the way down to the Nazareth end. Just missed the pass. Herb can't get to that one.
Yeah, and this Oswego defense held strong there. Nicely done by Travis Baker to not let anything through. Kind of surprised we didn't see a tripping penalty down in the corner there, though.
They're going to let him play. It is an exhibition, and the refs are still getting used to the new season. So, hey, no arguing calls here. I like to watch him play, Mike. Down in the far side corner in the Nazareth offensive end. Here's a pass. This one is up to Herb. Herb off the boards, down around the corner. Nazareth will get it back. That's up near the blue line. And Kopany's pass will go into the corner. Back up, taken away by the Lakers. Here's a chance now. 1-on-1 for Oswego, comes 2-on-1. Pass, shot, buries that one, and there's a goal for the Lakers. And what a shot and what a goal for Oswego. That one, I'd say that's a good one. That one is scored by Munoz, a new player on the Oswego squad. We're in a replay of it now, Mike. What a goal. They took the 2-on-1 advantage, snuck it in on the pad side of Crosby.
And that's the type of stuff you see all the way back in juniors. These guys practicing drills like this, a 2-on-1 breakaway, executed perfectly. They've been doing this for years, and to get an opportunity like that in the game and do it so well is just beautiful to see.
And down to the corner, it'll be Chase. Nazareth gets a stick on it first. In neutral ice, Oswego gets it back. That'll be dumped away by Peralt. Out of net, Crosby comes. He'll slow things down for the Golden Flyers. Come behind the net's Miller. Miller will pass one up along the boards. And down to the Oswego zone. Peralt will get it for Oswego. Up along the boards, wide pass to McQuaid. And Crosby will call for the icing, and he will get it.
Yeah, and nicely done there by Crosby. Put up the hand and get the icing call, and now Nazareth will get into that Oswego offensive zone, but not a lot we've seen from them so far.
Yeah, and we'll take another look at that goal, and again, we talk about that. In juniors, they learned the 2-on-1 breakaway, getting an opportunity and taking advantage of it, and Oswego, I think, did perfectly with that.
Absolutely, Kenny, exactly like I said. Stuff they've been doing their whole lives as hockey players, and to get to pull it off in a game and know exactly what they're doing is so cool to see. Now Oswego in their defensive zone, though.
And the Lakers with it now on the near side in neutral ice. McQuaid will pass over. Lost by Vossalo. And that one goes back into the possession of the Golden Flyers. Nazareth with it now in their own end. Taking it up for them is Skirm. Skirm up along the boards. That one will come out for McCarthy. He'll stop it. Oswego gets to it first with Bala. On the near side, they'll move down ice. That passes cross ice over to Peralt. Down low, Crosby comes out of the net. He'll make a pass. A little bit of a scary decision there, but it works out for the Golden Flyers. Here comes Nazareth. They'll jump this one down with Agasa. In front, there's a chance. That one's saved. Rebound, shot is saved again. And what a chance for the Golden Flyers there. Oswego able to limit the damage. Simpson's pass, broken up in front. Second chance shot, no good, and this one will be a penalty. This one looks to be a hooking call once again. We'll see who it goes against. It looks to be on Oswego.
See which Laker heads to the penalty box. Ryan Burke pinning someone up against the wall there and trying to make some time for the Lakers to get it out of there, but just unable to. And headed to the box for Oswego, Josh Simpson's going to take a 2-minute seat.
And they're taking, we're looking at a replay of it again now, and yeah, it's a pretty obvious hooking call, so that one's going to be a 2-minute penalty against the Oswego State Lakers, so they will have to go on the penalty kill. And the Nazareth Golden Flyers will be a man up for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, and this Oswego team was all right last season on the penalty kill. Want to say they were on 4th or 5th in the SUNY Conference, so certainly things they can improve on here and a good opportunity to practice in this exhibition matchup.
Well, you win the SUNY championship, you look back at things to improve on, and this might just be one of those things for the Lakers. It's going to have to be the penalty kill. Have they improved? Well, we are about to find out. There's a big hit laid up against the boards. Down in the corner. No one with it yet. It gets dumped to the other side. Now we're on near side. That one's kept on the right side of the blue line for Nazareth, and it goes the other way. That one goes back into the Oswego offensive end. Skating out short-handed was Ergo. Nazareth will get it. Hotlekey with it now. Hotlekey will pass that one across the blue line. Nobody there. Oswego short-handed, storming them defensively. They'll get possession of the puck. Bala chasing to the corner. Bala tries to get a stick on it. That one comes out, and Oswego will get possession short-handed. 1 minute remains here, the two-man advantage. Down comes Bannister. Bannister will just let that one get picked up by Nazareth and get back defensive for the short-handed play.
Yeah, now Nazareth really taking their time on this one, trying to build up this sort of attack that we saw the Lakers do earlier on their first power play. Of course, amounted to nothing here, but we'll see what Naz can do.
Nazareth with the puck once again. Erlane. He'll get hit up against the boards and drop down low. That one's taken away by the Lakers. Baker will just dump that one out of the zone all the way down to Crosby. Excellent penalty kill so far from Oswego on the Nazareth power play. And this one will be set up by Schaefer. Schaefer will pass it up. Here come the Golden Flyers now, and again, that pass goes wide. Common theme I've seen so far, Mike, I think the passes of Nazareth have been errant, more than enough to cause an issue.
Yeah, it just feels sort of sloppy from this Nazareth team who, of course, had a bit of a down year last year, not where they would like to be as a team, but not a bad season either. I mean, just below 500 and still a really solid team. So to see this from where they were 2 years ago, last time they came to the Deb, is a little disappointing.
Well, Oswego return to full strength. Oswego takes a shot in front. Nobody's there for the rebound. Payon gets it again for Oswego, and across the blue line it goes. They'll be forced to reset. That pass goes up to Stevenson. Stevenson looks for a lane. Can't find much, looks for a pass. That one's poked away by Nazareth, but kept on the right side of the blue line by Oswego. Payon will dump this one down, stolen away by Nazareth. The Golden Flyers with it now is Frost. Frost up against the boards, gets hit and stolen away. That one's taken back by Gilmore. Gilmore gets hit. Nazareth trying to get the puck back in the offensive end. Oswego will skate down to play some defense shot in front. That one goes just wide. Great chance there for Frost, but it just won't go. Near side corner battle. That one goes to the far side. And there's a big hit up against the boards from Nazareth, and that one will be a boarding call going against the Golden Flyers.
Yeah, Kenny, and let's talk a little bit about that shot in front of net. McCarthy unable to get there on time. Nazareth puts it just wide, but that's a real lapse defensively for this Oswego State team and something that they can't afford to do. Only 4 shots on net from Nazareth, and seeing something like that is not what the Lakers want.
Absolutely not. So Frost will head to the sin bin for the Golden Flyers. Oswego will go a man up for the next 2 minutes. It's an Oswego State power play.
Yeah, and Blake Frost just a little too physical down on the board there. Going to be a boarding call every single time. So now face-off for the Lakers and a man-up opportunity.
McQuaid loses the face-off. Nazareth gets it short-handed. And that one goes across the blue line, and Nazareth will start off the penalty kill on the right skate. Baker has it now in the Oswego offensive end. Getting the play set up. Here comes the Lakers with Simons. Simons pass in front to McQuaid. McQuaid can't get a stick on it. And they'll set up again. McQuaid lurks, looks for a lane. They'll pass right in front. Centering pass, shot, scored! And that one's buried by the banister.
Tommy Bannister on the near side just sneaks it right past the glove of Lincoln Crosby. Nothing Crosby could do about that one. A really nicely placed shot from Bannister makes it 3-0 Oswego, and that's their first power play goal of the season, Kenny.
That'll be their second power play goal of the season, Mike.
Oh my
if you
goodness.
forget the first one,
what am I
came
doing?
on a power play. So we just took a look at it again. Now Bannister, this is the second goal for a newcomer for the Lakers. So Oswego, look, 3-0 over Nazareth. They're in the shot advantage, 12-4. And 3:45 remains here in the first. Nazareth gets a chance here offensively. Shot in front, saved by McCarthy. And they won't be able to get the rebound, so Oswego will get it back. Getting into neutral zone and all the way down. Calling for the icing is Crosby, and he will get it.
And Kenny, this Oswego team, who you talked a little about in the pregame show, having trouble converting on the power play, at least today, looks phenomenal. 2 for 3, so really nice for Oswego.
Yeah, we look again at that goal from Bannister. And again, it was a good shot. You're up on the power play. You know exactly what to do. And he just finds the lane and smacks it. And it has been that pad side that the Lakers have been taking advantage of against the Nazareth Golden Flyers. Here's a shot in front that's blocked. Too much traffic in front for the Golden Flyers. Here comes Oswego. Again, we're back to 5-on-5. Payon takes a shot straight into the chest of Crosby.
Yeah, and it's hard to really get a grasp of Crosby here early in this game. He's faced 13 shots, allowed just 3 goals, so a pretty solid save percentage from him. But when you're facing this many shots this quick into a game, there's only so much you can do.
Well, he's batting with a 80% save percentage, so not bad, but has faced quite a lot of shots. On the other end, McCarthy only seeing 5, and well, I mean, he has 100% save percentage because no one scored yet. So, face-off is won by the Lakers. They'll go on the offensive attack again. That one's lost by the Lakers. Couldn't get a stick on it, was Iozo. Iozo's pass gets poked up in the air. Stevenson will pass it around the boards. Lakers trying to get a stick on this one. They finally will. Grenier's pass is intercepted by the Golden Flyers, and here comes Cole. Cole's pass goes down to the corner. It's a skate race, and it's up against the boards. Big hit, 2-on-2 puck battle. And the Lakers get a stick on it first, and a neutral ice it goes, but Nazareth will pick it back up with Miller. Miller will dump it away. McCarthy comes out of net with a Golden Flyer lurking very close behind with Cole. And Oswego just tries to get out of the zone. They'll just dump this one into neutral ice. And it'll be picked up by Meineke. Meineke's pass intercepted, but they will get it back again. Erlane with the puck. He'll set this one up with Meineke. Meineke on the far side gets down into neutral ice. Meineke will dump this into the corner. Skate race down low for the Lakers. Burke gets it now. Burke will get hit up along the boards. 2-on-1 puck battle. Won by Nazareth. There's a shot that's saved by McCarthy, and what a good chance for Meineke and the Golden Flyers. Golden Flyers with it in the offensive end. The most consistent offensive attack I think we've seen yet to this point here, Mike.
Yeah, and a really nice glove side save there from McCarthy to keep this one a clean sheet for him. But now Lakers in this offensive zone very quickly.
And the Lakers getting back to the puck. Burke with it now on the near side. Burke will get hit up against the boards. Recent goal scorer Bannister with it now. That one's up top. Pass by Bala. Burke pass goes wide to Bannister. Nazareth gets it defensively. They intercept that one. Meineke will pick it up in the far side corner. Just about 1:30 remains here in the first. Nazareth going to try and get something here to go into the intermission a little bit happier. Lakers with it now. They'll dump this one away. And they will make the Golden Flyers skate a little bit for that one. They will call the icing before Egasa could get there.
Yeah, Nazareth letting this one flow right on by. Crosby could have gotten to it and slowed it down, started from the back end, but no need to when you can get a face-off in that offensive third of the ice. Nazareth with 6 shots to the Lakers' 13, so certainly some work to be done offensively. They really got to try and put shots on McCarthy. He's yet to be tested super difficult.
What we'll see is there's an offensive end face-off for the Golden Flyers. That one is won by the Lakers, goes right towards McCarthy, trying to steal it away. Is Nazareth, they will for a second. Can they keep the stick on the puck? It doesn't seem so. Yes, they do. That one's down into the corner. Chance for the Golden Flyers, pass up high. Egasa will dump it down. In front, that one stolen away. Good steal there from Gatto to save a very good goal opportunity for the Golden Flyers. Gatto avoids a hit. McQuaid with it now. McQuaid loses it. He'll get knocked down. No call, no penalty. Oswego keeps it again. Vasilo, face-off circle, skates back. Trying to get a stick back on the puck. It won't happen. Down in the corner, Vasilo again. Looks for a lane. He'll pass this one up high. Baker will pass again. McQuaid up against the boards. No one able to get any traction. Nazareth doing a good job of shutting things down here and killing off that Oswego offensive attack. But Oswego, once again, will get it. Time winding down. Just 22 seconds remain here. No calls, nothing here. Nazareth will dump this one away into the Oswego end. Nazareth is trying to not let Oswego score again before the end of the first. Just about 10 seconds remain. Battle alongside the board. That puck is up and into the crowd, and someone will get a souvenir with 6.1 seconds remaining.
Lucky fans going to take home a puck from the Deborah F. Stanley Arena on teal night here in Oswego. And with 6 seconds remaining, it'll be a face-off down here on the near side of the ice. The Lakers leading 3-0, 13 shots to 6 over the Golden Flyers.
6 seconds remain. Puck drop in the Oswego end. That one's won by the Lakers. And I just assume they will skate this thing out as long as the puck doesn't get stolen. And that's exactly what will happen. So, Mike, one period down, and it's 3-0 Oswego. How do you feel?
Well, Kenny, plain and simple, this Oswego team came out on their toes looking dominant, and they performed in dominant fashion here. Like I said, out shooting 23-8 with 15 on target to Nazareth's just 6. And, of course, scoring 3 goals off of 3 different players on 2 power plays, as well as 1 at even strength. So this Oswego team doing everything right now. Might see a couple changes coming here in the second period. Of course, preseason, you want to get some new guys on the ice, but this Oswego team just dominating.
Well, Mike, we talk a lot about first-timers, and it's our first time back in the booth, and I don't know about you, but my voice is starting to hurt. So we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, it'll be time for the intermission show right on our perch. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No. Spin the wheel. Oh, you got censorship. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
And welcome on back to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. My name is Lucas McGarry, and I am joined alongside by Logan Weingartner and James Fitzpatrick. Guys, it was a heck of a first period, but before we get into it, I really want to talk about how good the jerseys of both of these teams look. We got the beautiful teal jerseys that everyone here loves, but the Nazareth Golden Flyers coming out with the all black with the gold and purple trim, so pretty.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't beat the jersey matchup today. Lakers showing off the threads. In Nazareth, I really like the black color. And on the goalie pads, you can see purple, so I think it works really well, James.
Yeah, it's just beautiful sweaters, beautiful uniforms of both teams. They're just looking stylish out there. It's perfect. Love
but
it.
But unfortunately for Nazareth, the jerseys did not help them in any way in this first period. I was right in the sense of they were playing physical. Unfortunately, it led to a lot of penalties. James, why don't you talk me through how Oswego was able to handle these penalties and take advantage?
Yeah, well, Nazareth took a lot of penalties, which means a lot of power plays for Oswego, and the way they set it up was perfect. They went with a shooting style formation, which means you have one guy down low on the outside of the net, and you're going to have one more on the inside screening that goalie. Travis Baker was up top. He was setting everything up by being the quarterback of the power play, and that led to 2 goals on the power play. Nicholas Miller had one off a beautiful, Nicholas Miller had the pass to Colin Vasala, who had the beautiful goal. Nicholas Miller put it behind his back through the crease, which is all part of that shooting formation. If they don't have a shooting formation, Nicholas Miller would not have been in that area, neither would Colin Vasala. So it's just a beautiful setup from Nicholas Miller. Onto the other goal, it was Tommy Bannister, who again, if they were not in that formation, Tommy Bannister would not have been on that top of the circle, but he was set up in the one-timer position. It was a perfect pass from Connor Gato, back of the net, and there's another power play goal.
Absolutely pristine stuff from this Oswego offense. Logan, now we're going to switch to the defense side. We've seen 2 goalies. We've got one that's gotten a lot of work and one that really didn't get any work at all. Talk to me about how both of these goalies have been doing in this first period.
Yeah, I mean, Junior Lickin Crosby, you said it. He's faced a lot of work, faced a flurry of shots. He's let 2 goals in, but it's not really him. He's putting on a good performance. Just sometimes the Nazareth defense is suffering lapses, and it's hard to stop this really good Oswego State attack. They're just so dynamic, and they always seem to be one step ahead of the Golden Flyers. And now we transition to the home squad, Oswego. They run out sophomore Gavin McCarthy in that first period. He had 4 saves and allowed 0 goals. Very good showing from him. He has been allowed to be comfortable in net because Oswego defensive attack has been alert at all times, just not letting Nazareth gain an edge, Lucas.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've also seen how other goalies for Oswego, like in that last game, potentially some new players getting on the ice, like in that last scrimmage we saw. Who do you think's coming in next?
Yeah, I mean, I could see either Milberg or Manzi. Maybe Manzi comes in to get more experience playing in the early stages. He did come in the third period against St. John Fisher last Saturday. Very good showing there, so he could come in the second. And then you also have Brandon Milberg. I know Coach Ed Gosek has a lot of faith in his 2 goalies, so I trust any of his decisions, Lucas.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way for Ed Gosek. He seems to have all the options in the world. Now, James, we're going to go back to you. We had 1 more goal scored in this period, and I know you have all the expertise. You watched it. You have all the perfect breakdowns. How would that last goal down? Oswego just seems to have all of Nazareth's numbers.
Yeah, well, that was Luca Munoz on the power play. We didn't see a lot of him in the last game last week against St. John Fisher. He more came into the game when they were already up a bunch of goals. They started playing a bunch of guys who really didn't see the ice that much. But Luca Munoz, he's a new player to this Oswego team, as Kenny said on that goal. It was a beautiful pass by Adam Grenier to get it across on the 2-on-1. Perfect one-timer by Luca Munoz, and that's how the Lakers want to play. They want to get up the ice quick on the counterattack, but defensively, they've been perfect as well. They've been running the 1-3-1 formation, which means that in the offensive zone, when Nazareth has the puck in their defensive zone, the Lakers are going to have 1 forechecker in the offensive zone watching all over the ice. Next behind him will be 1 player in the neutral zone, kind of coasting, making nothing gets past that 1 forechecker. And finally, those last 3 players, they're all lined up, forcing anything that gets through those first 2 forecheckers has to be dumped in. And that's what Nazareth has to do. They're dumping the puck in, and they're getting on the forecheck, which has been solid. They've been getting it on the forecheck and taking the puck away with, like Lucas said, the physical play that we've seen that he called in the pregame show. But it hasn't really gotten anything out of it, and Nazareth hasn't had a lot of scoring chances to come out of it.
I did say it would have to be Oswego that was intimidated by the physicality, and clearly They were not intimidated at all. We've seen 3 goals from them. I just want to take a look at some of the side-by-side stats now. Oswego, 23 shots to Nazareth's 8, and if you go to shots on goal, 15 versus 6. It's just simply all Oswego offense, and it seems like Nazareth really doesn't have an answer for them on defense.
Yeah, I mean, Oswego already established momentum in the DAB last Saturday, and they are certainly carrying it into today. They have a lot of pieces that gel together so well. As you said, Lucas, the faceoffs are even, but Oswego's taking advantage of the many miscues that Nazareth is committing, James.
Yeah, and we see the shots that the Lakers take. It's in flurries. Whenever they get into the offensive zone, they're shooting. They're going to test the goaltender. We saw it last week. We saw it last season. The amount of shots the Lakers take is just too much for the opponent's goalies, and they're going to go in eventually, and we keep seeing that over and over.
And I can't emphasize enough how crisp the passing has been. 6 assists, which means every single one of those goals has had a primary and second assist for those guys. Just stat padding at this point, I really think so. They're all going to be looking really, really good after this game, but that just emphasizes how good and how crisp their passing is, and that is really scary for other teams if Oswego is already firing on all cylinders like this.
Yeah, and absolutely, you're going to talk about the passing. I'm going to talk about the speed. Like I said, on the counterattack, they're just unstoppable getting into the offensive zone. Nazareth just doesn't have the speed to keep up with them, and it's going to be tough for Nazareth to counter in the second period.
So, Logan, we'll go to you first. If you are Ed Gosick in that Oswego locker room, what are you saying to your players? Obviously, you're up 3-0. It is a pretty big score, and you've been dominating. What do you say to make sure that they don't let their foot off the gas pedal?
Yeah, I mean, you said it perfectly. I mean, if I'm at Ghost, like I'm just saying to not let your foot off the gas pedal, you know, you already established the pace and tempo. You know what you want to do. You have 3 different goal scorers, so you know how versatile your team is. But, of course, you do not want to overcommit. You do not want to relax too much because we know that this Golden Flyers team can buzz back in an instant. So you want to still apply that same level of defensive pressure while letting your talent and depth show.
Yeah, absolutely. And James, if you're James McDonald if you're, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. If you are James McDonald, the Nazareth head coach in the locker room, how would you be talking to your players, obviously down 3-0?
You got to make sure you're not intimidated by the penalties you took. Don't let that stop your aggressiveness. You came out physical. That was your game plan. It's unfortunate you took a few penalties. You gave up a few power play goals, but keep going. Don't be intimidated by what you did. It's only up from here if you keep with your game plan, stay hard. The skill isn't going to change between. It's obvious that the Lakers rely on their skill to win games, and it's the skill that Nazareth is lacking. Keep playing hard. You might outchance them purely based on aggressiveness.
Fair enough. We got a little bit of time left, so let's go talk about some of our predictions and picks. I'm out. I picked 2-1 Nazareth just as an underdog thing. So I'm completely out. We got 6-2 for Logan and 7-4 for James. Obviously, both of those are still very doable, but Oswego doesn't look like they're going to let in any goals right now. So, I mean, this could be a complete shutout. What do you guys think? Final thoughts before we go into this next period?
First thing I'll say, you can't say that word. You cannot say the S word. You just jinxed it. But my prediction, I'm so strong with it, especially now that you said the S word. I think Nazareth's going to score a few goals. But the Lakers are buzzing offensively. They already have 3 goals. What's to say they can't score 7, right?
This is very true. We saw them score 8 last time. I really think that they can really put on the gas. Like I already said, though, you can't let it up. You have to keep playing hard. Logan, final thoughts?
Yeah, I think Nazareth still maybe gets 1 on net. Now, I don't think 2, so I'm a little going back my prediction of 6-2. But Oswego, I still think they have the capability to score 3 more goals. We didn't see them let up in last Saturday's exhibition, so I think they can totally, really keep with the momentum they've already established.
All perfect. We have been just about done enough talking for one segment. We are going to wrap it up right here, but stay tuned for the second period of action between the Lakers and the Flyers right here on WTOP 10.
If you like action, romance,
if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Look at the number of disasters in the U.S. Chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Crits. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say. No.
Spin the wheel. Oh, you got censorship. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
And welcome back into the Steely Press Box in the Deborah Stanley Ice Arena Convocation Hall. I'm Ken Gerard. This is Mike Neckers. Mike, how you doing?
Well, Kenny, I'm doing wonderful. We replenished our bodies with some burgers, some fries, some nice beverages from the concession stand here in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena.
The Power Play Cafe.
And now the Lakers and the Golden Flyers headed back out onto the ice to get into the second period of action. Lakers with a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, a pretty significant lead for Oswego. Now, what they do in terms of capitalization right now, do they let their foot off the gas pedal? Do they continue to push as far as they have been? It'll be interesting to see. Now, just from a quick glance down on the ice, I think we've got a change in net. Looks like Manzi's coming out for Oswego.
Yeah, Kenny, Michael Manzi, someone we know very little about, hasn't seen the ice much his first year as an Oswego State Laker, and of course, only their second scrimmage, so hasn't had the opportunity or the time to come out onto the ice, but clearly some trust put in him by Ed Gosick and the Oswego State Lakers coaching staff, and we'll see if he can perform, but I gotta say, I'm loving the gold knee pads over here. They look nice.
Brand new, so fresh, so clean, and he is so hyped, and so are we as we get into the second period as the puck has dropped. Lakers will win the opening faceoff of the second period, and Baker will be the first one to have it. Baker will pass it along the boards, taken away by Nazareth. Oh, they'll swing and miss on that one, so here comes Oswego once again. Simpson will dump it around the boards. McQuaid chases behind. Herb up against the board, tries to get it back. Oswego gets it in the offensive end. He makes a good move, takes a deke, and tries to pass. Centering pass is broken up by the defense. Here comes the Golden Flyers now with a good opportunity, but that pass goes wide. And that one's dumped all the way down to the Oswego end, and Manzi gets a stick on the puck for the first time this game.
Kenny, just another errant pass there from Nazareth. Played way behind Stanojevic and not going to cut it on a breakaway like that.
Oswego now with the offensive opportunity. Coming back on the ice for Oswego. There's a shot that goes just wide. Bannister comes on for the Lakers. Down in the near side corner. That one is knocked up, and Nazareth will get it back. Golden Flyers now getting through neutral ice. Not his knees pass, just goes wide. Baker gets a stick on it up on the near side. Here comes Oswego. Bannister can't get there first. Nazareth will take it away. And Oswego looks to get it back in their own end. Simpson with it. He'll pass to Baker. Baker will pass up the near side. That one is intercepted by the Golden Flyers and dumped away. Good stop there from Skirm, but doesn't work out as Oswego will get it back again. This is a cross-ice pass that is stolen away by Miller. Nazareth spending a little bit more time at the Oswego end than they had last period at this point already, so we'll see if they can continue this trend and get a goal on the board. For the Lakers, they just got to keep doing what they were doing last period.
Yeah, Nazareth spending more time up there, but no real production offensively, even though they do have the puck in that position. As here comes Oswego.
That one's broken up quickly. Oswego will get it back, though, in neutral ice. Cooper, his pass goes off the stick of Bannister. And almost up into the rafters, but it'll stay down for the Golden Flyers. There's a battle down low. Oswego steals this one away. It's Urgo. Urgo with a great defensive play for Oswego to get them a chance. Looking for a centering pass. He'll take it, but it's broken up. Too much traffic in front. Lakers look to get it back again, but the Golden Flyers will get to it first. Here's a cross-ice pass from Nazareth. That goes just wide of the stick of Torrio. Torrio looks for it, and he can't get it in front of Manzi, trying to give him his first real test of the game. And that one's dumped away by Miller.
And, I mean, you saw the skate speed there from Blake Frost. Almost got to the other end of that pass down right in front of the Lakers net, but Oswego there just before. And now Michael Manzi having to cover this one, chipped into the crease by the Golden Flyers there.
Like I said, Manzi gets a little bit of a test there. I mean, it wasn't much, but it was still a test, so he's awake and he's ready. So for the Lakers, they'll get a face-off at the defensive end for Nazareth. They're going to try and get a chance to do something here offensively.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see here, Kenny, if the Lakers can stay on their toes and keep this momentum and keep this pressure in this second period here, if they'll kind of slow things down.
Face-off is won by Man in Nazareth, but stolen away quickly by Oswego. Williams with it now on the far side. Williams looks for a pass. He'll get it, but it goes back to the corner. Tight defense being played by Miller and the Golden Flyers in the corner. It's a 2-on-2 puck battle. Something's got to bend or break here. Another Golden Flyer joins in. That one comes out in the favor of Nazareth. Man with it now. He'll pass this one cross ice to Kupany. And Kupany's pass is broken up. Oswego will get it back in their own end. And Stevenson will dump this into neutral ice. Skate race between the Golden Flyers, and they're flying. That one's picked up by Herb. Herb will take a shot, and Kupany will get it again. Golden Flyers pass again, broken up in the offensive end. They just weren't there yet, and they rushed the offensive attack. Here come the Lakers, though. That one's shot in front, and that goes behind the net. Good chance offensively for Oswego, but here comes Nazareth now. Down into the corner. Fair will get to it. He's tangled up with Urgo. And they get it again. Fair looks for a pass in the faceoff circle. Stolen away by the Lakers. And here comes the Oswego offensive attack. Cross-ice pass. Back again, and there was a good shot opportunity, and he whiffs on that one. What a pass and what a chance for Iozo.
Yeah, and Iozo not going to be happy with the way he handled that one. Just a swing and a miss, but Lakers still with it. Of course, as I say that, they lose it here in the middle.
Yeah, it was strike one for Iozo, but Oswego looks to get it back in their own end, and they will. That one goes back into Nazareth possession, and it's picked up again by Payon. Payon passes it behind the net. That one over to Peralt. Peralt's pass goes up. Payon with it now. Gatto down the corner, and we're going to get a stoppage here. Looks like we're going to be in offsides.
Yeah, and offsides, and Vossalo loses his stick in the process there. Wasn't any contact on it. It looked like he just dropped it crossing the blue line there, but now it'll be a face-off here in the neutral zone.
Well, neutralized face-off. Gatto skates in for the Lakers, and Erlane for Nazareth, and Erlane and the Golden Flyers take that one. Heidelberger will pass cross ice. Schaefer with it now on the far side. He dumps it around the boards. Peralt's there quickly to get to it as he gets hit up alongside the boards. Vossalo in a defensive end trying to get it back. There's a shot, and they whiff on that one for the Golden Flyers. Back into neutral ice. McQuaid gets it. He'll pass again. Payon does a little spin and dumps it away, and he'll fall on the process. Up along the glass. Nazareth with possession again. They'll dump this one away. A lot of dump and chase so far here early on in the second, Mike.
Yeah, Kenny, very different from what I feel like we saw a lot of in the first. You know, the Lakers doing a better job in that first period of getting the puck moving, completing passes, whereas now it's sort of dump and chase both ways, and Nazareth still searching for some sort of offensive pressure here.
And we just saw another replay of it hit, and, you know, we haven't talked too much about it today, Mike, but physicality has been a factor in this one.
Absolutely, and not as big of a factor as it can be in a hockey game like this, but always going to be a factor. We've seen some pretty big hits into the boards on both ends of the ice.
Face-off won by the Lakers. Quick shot, and that one goes just wide for Cohen. Lakers will get it back on the rebound. Burke. Pass stolen away. Bala gets a stick on it in the face-off circle. Schaefer gets it for Nazareth, and that one's taken back by the Golden Flyers in neutral ice. Halatny will lose that one, just dumps it away, and wow, that was sky high.
Impressive where that puck landed. Looks about 10 rows back behind the netting. Not even sure how it got that much height and made it over there, but to each their own, I guess.
I wasn't even looking high enough. I just looked over, saw no puck, and then saw it land and went, oh, it's over there.
Puck disappeared, so a restart at center ice now.
Center ice faceoff is won by Oswego. Bala makes a pass. And here come the Lakers. Gilmore gets it down to the corner. Golden Flyers try to get it back on the near side. That one's high up into the air again and into the Oswego end. Gilmore gets to it first, though, wins the skate race. Gilmore makes a move. And Oswego will set up offensively. Gilmore takes it down. He'll pass to the far side. Can't get a stick on it quite yet for Burke. And the Lakers do get it in the offensive end. Looking for an opportunity. Burke with it. Center ice shot. That's in front, too much traffic. Blocked by his own teammate. Looks for a lane, and this one's going to be blown dead on a penalty here. I'm thinking against Oswego here. I'm not quite sure what happened here. I didn't see it.
I also did not see it. Well, waiting to see who heads to the box, Kenny.
I'm pretty sure he signaled Oswego, and they did.
And taking a seat in the sin bin, it's going to be Brandon Cohen, one of the Lakers' leading scorers last season. So now without him and a man down for the next 2 minutes here.
Well, it's a golden opportunity for the Golden Flyers, right? They got a chance here to get on the board. It's been a quiet start to this second period, so it'll be interesting to see if Nazareth can capitalize. So Nazareth goes on the power play, one-man advantage for the Golden Flyers. That one's quickly broken up off the face-off by the Lakers. Gatto got a stick in there, and that will force the Golden Flyers to reset. And Nazareth sets up offensively in neutral ice. That pass goes off the board just wide of his man. That'll be dumped around the boards again. Hotland, he takes a shot down low. Won't go, and that one is knocked away on the penalty kill for Oswego.
Yeah, Kenny, and just got confirmation that penalty on cross-checking. So Brandon Cohen, 2 minutes for cross-checking. But now Nazareth looking to test Manzi, who's had a quiet second period so far.
Nadesti couldn't get a stick on it for long enough. Oh, he'll lose an edge there too is Egasa. And Egasa will set up for the Golden Flyers. Egasa in neutral ice. Minute and 10 remains on the power play for the Golden Flyers. Taking their time here, which I think is pretty smart. Set up the offensive play as you really need a goal here, down 3-0.
Absolutely,
almost
right,
halfway
Kenny.
through the second.
As you mentioned, still just under a minute left in this power play. There's no need to try and rush a shot. You've got time to work with, so let's see what they can do on this one.
That one's broken up by the Lakers and dumped away again, but kept on the right side of the blue for the Golden Flyers. Centering pass, nobody's home for that. Good opportunity there for the Golden Flyers. Cole gets hit up against the boards. Schaefer with it now up top. Schaefer will dump it around the boards again. Cole goes under his stick. Oswego gets it, and they'll get up against the boards. That one's passed behind the net, and Oswego will get it shorthanded with possession. Smart play to dump that one away for Oswego, and with only 18 seconds left, it is smart to go slow, but they need to pick up the pace. There's a quick shot in front, almost for Oswego, shorthanded. They're playing mighty aggressive for being shorthanded, and they're going to try it again. Here comes Bannister. In front, shot, scores! And the Lakers bury one shorthanded.
String him up on a banister. Tommy Bannister, his second of the evening, shorthanded. Just gets a tiny little piece of his stick on it, and it's enough to go right past Lincoln Crosby, who was on the far side of his crease trying to catch that first shot.
Well, 5 seconds will remain in the power play for Nazareth. And as I say, they're playing aggressive. Well, it pays off for Oswego, and they bury one with Bannister once again. The second goal on the night. Kid's having a good day. Well, the power play expires. The Lakers return to full strength. This one will be blown dead.
Yeah, and an early icing call there after the goal. Penalty taken off, so back to full strength for the Golden Flyers, but just complete collapse defensively and offensively. It really seems like these players for the Golden Flyers aren't on the same page. I mean, we see good opportunities created with pucks coming across the ice, across the goal mouth, but no one's on the receiving end of them. or other chances it'll be vice versa where there's no one there for the second opportunity shots.
Right, and I said it in the beginning with my keys to the game for Nazareth, it was to convert on the power play, and that might have just been worst case scenario for them there. So Oswego gets it again after scoring the goal. It's 4-0 Lakers with 11:15 remaining. Here's a good chance in front. That one's broken up. No one coming down to help him. As we hear Bannister's name said in the arena, the crowd gives him a good cheer here in the Deb.
Yeah, Kenny, and that was a really nice defensive play from Jonathan Bala, the alternate captain for this Oswego State team. A one-on-one, just jamming up the Nazareth attack and doing enough to slow it down so he can get some teammates back to help him out.
Bannister made a good move and took a shot there looking for the Hattie, but he won't get that one. Here's a chance in front. That one's broken up by the Golden Flyers. Nice defensive stop, which is much needed. Stick battle in front again. Someone's got to come away with it. Oswego gets it, but Nazareth will take it right back as he falls. No trip call. Oswego takes a shot in front. That one goes just wide. Oh, what a chance for Cooper. There's a shot in front. That one saved again. And Nazareth having a defensive collapse here, allowing those shooting lanes to open up wide.
Yeah, Kenny, that first shot up front looked like it couldn't tell if it went off the leg or through the 5-hole and off the leg of Crosby, but makes the save, and then second one right into his chest. So nice double save there from Crosby, but Oswego pestering him in net, and Nazareth's got to tighten things up in the back here.
The Lakers have been phenomenal on the forecheck. We'll see if they can continue that in this period, and so far they have with 10:25 left to go. 4-0 Oswego, 17 shots for the Lakers, 7 for the Golden Flyers. In neutral ice, Oswego will get it back in their own end. Lakers look to set up the offensive attack once again with Vossalo. Vossalo will pass this one cross ice. Stevenson will pass it back. There's a shot in front. Second chance opportunity goes just high. Oh my goodness, second chance again. I call that one a third chance. I don't know my numbers. That was close. Back in the corner, Oswego gets it again. A couple of good opportunities to make this one 5-0 Lakers. That one's going to go across the blue line. Oswego will try to get it right back again. And Oswego doing what they did in the first, where they were just dominating time of possession and time in the offensive end. And a mistake almost there for the Lakers. That one goes soaring into the far end, and that one off the wall. No icing called, so Nazareth will have to take this one out with Sherm. And Schwarm will pass this one up the left side of the boards. Pass broken up by the Lakers again. And Oswego looks to go on the offensive attack once more. Grenier's pass broken up. Here comes Nazareth. They'll lose that one. Oh, what a chance that would have been. Grenier dumps that one away. Oswego in the offensive end. In the corners, Grenier. He'll pass up top. Over to Baker. Baker, pass over. There's a shot from Simpson. That goes wide left. And they'll get it back once again. Behind the net, looks for a wraparound shot. That one's broken up before he had a chance. Iozo couldn't get much on that one. Nazareth with it once again in neutral ice. They're going to try and go on the offensive attack of their own.
And just trying to play hit and chase down here from Nazareth, as now we've got players pinned up against the boards, but hasn't worked so far this game, and you'd think they might want to try and change things up.
Absolutely, and you know, they have played on this dump and run, and they have not been able to capitalize on it. So, you know what, Mike, you asked me a good question. I'm going to fire it right back at you. What do they have to change?
Kenny, I think they need to try and possess the puck in the neutral ice, in their defensive zone, force the Lakers to press high, break the press, and then try and get a man advantage at some point down on the attacking side of the ice, which we haven't seen them do a single time yet this game.
Lakers win the faceoff in their own end. Nazareth has it now on the offensive end. Semrad goes right under his stick. Lakers with it in the corner with Simpson. It's Semrad. There's a shot in front. That was a close one. That was quick. I didn't even notice. And whoa, no. Yep, they did the no-no. They touched the goalie, so there'll be some pushing and shoving in front of the net, but looks to be a little bit friendly. It's fine.
Yeah, Kenny, some extracurriculars after the whistle. A nice save from Michael Manzi. The first real time I think we've seen him tested here in this second period. Almost 12 minutes into it, but nicely done by him, and good to see that the Lakers have his back.
Well, they tried to snipe him pad side while he wasn't looking, and, well, I guess he was looking better than they thought. Face-off one in the Nazareth offensive end. That stays on the right side of the blue line, and whoa. Hey, I guess he's got hops too.
Seems like this guy can do just about everything the Lakers need him to. One-handed catch looking like Odell Beckham Jr. in front of the goal there.
Don't hurt my feelings. You know I'm a Giants fan. Face-off in the Oswego end. Nazareth looks to get things going offensively. 4-0. Oswego wins it in the defensive end. That one goes around the boards to McQuaid. McQuaid passes up past Voslo. Here's a one-on-one chance for Gatto. Gatto loses that one. Oh, what a chance. Glove goes flying on the ice. There's loose lumber and loose leather. I'm not quite sure what's going on out there, but Oswego looks to regroup offensively in their Nazareth end. McQuaid tangled up by Heidelberger. That one's taken away by Heidelberger. Gets a stick on it, loses it for a second. There's a big hit laid. And Semrad will have it. He'll dump that one into the corner. You know, I just noticed Semrad's got a nameplate on his teal jersey. I've never seen that before.
The only one on the ice with one as well, but what a stop there from Justin Schaefer for the Golden Flyers. Got too far in front of the puck, was able to slide back, stick his skate out, and just get in front of the shot, blocking that attack from Oswego.
And the Lakers now will try to go on the attack through neutral ice. This one is passed over to Gilmore. Gilmore dances on the left side. He looks for a lane. He's tangled up quickly by Kupany. They'll keep it on sides. Still on sides. Lakers now have it. Burke with it now, pass in front. Gilmore in the corner, up against the boards. Here's a shot for Cohen. That one blocked in front. Too much traffic for the Lakers. That one will be dumped down right to Manzi. That one coming the way of Bauer. Oswego gets it in the defensive end again. Through neutral ice. Here comes a two-time goal scorer, Bannister. Bannister tries to get possession of it. He'll dump it into the corner. Waits for a teammate there. He'll have one. Big hit laid up against the boards against Burke. Lakers with it again. Moving that zone defense pretty well there for the Golden Flyers, and they'll steal that one away. Good defensive stop from Nazareth.
Yeah, and I like the idea for the pass there, but I don't think Bannister was on the same page as his teammate over on the far side, was skating away from the pass across the middle of the ice. So now Nazareth coming the other way.
Golden Flyers charging down. That one's knocked down by the Lakers. Grenier will knock it down, but here's Nazareth with a shot. That one's saved again. Oh, what a chance. It's still loose, no whistle, and there is the whistles. I think that one probably popped in the back of the net, and they touched him again. Here we go, Mike.
Can't escape it, but a nice save again from Michael Manzi. This time a kick save. Gets the boot out there, and maybe getting some marks on these beautiful golden shin pads he's wearing here.
They are very nice and brand new, and obviously he's going to try this season to get some damage on them and stop some pucks, and so far he's done a great job of that. Still, Oswego wins in the shot category. It's 19 shots to Nazareth 9. 4-0 Oswego. 5:54 remains here in the second. Face off in the Oswego end. That one's won by the Lakers. Up and high in the air off the board. Here it's a skate race. Ergo has it in the near side corner. He'll get taken down. Oswego gets it again. Looking to get going here with Simons. Simons gets popped. Ergo and Simons down low looking for it. That goes behind the net, and that one's taken away by Nazareth. That one is passed over to Fair. And that one's knocked away from Fair by Baker. Nazareth looks to move it down the ice. Egasa will pass this one over to Herb. Herb back over. That one goes down. Semrad will chase it into the corner. Oswego on their own defensive end with it again. A lot of back and forth dump and run so far. We'll see which one bends or breaks first. So far it's been Oswego. We'll see if they can continue that. Stevenson with it now for the Lakers. Stevenson's pass goes along the boards, and he'll slide right into the boards. Nazareth gets it in neutral ice. That pass goes wide. Semrad will have to chase, and it will be blown on an icing anyway.
Yeah, and this Oswego team kind of pinned back in their own zone defensively right now, but again, no real offensive production from a shot standpoint for Nazareth. They're getting into the position to put the shots on, but just the execution really hasn't been there for them all night long and continues to be an issue for Nazareth.
Face-off coming into Nazareth end. That one's won by the Lakers. Oh, he'll get hit high. Munoz goes down, and no call, nothing. Centering pass goes wide, and there are some unhappy fans about the no call, and we'll see. Lakers get it again, though, in the defensive end. Look us at the offensive attack, and the Golden Flyers are coming down aggressive. Will this backfire and allow the better forecheck for the Lakers? It'll be sure interesting to see. It doesn't, as Nazareth can't get back down the ice. They'll pick it up in their own defensive end. Nazareth with it again. Getting through neutral ice across the red. It crosses the blue, but the Lakers get there first with Baker. Baker will pass this one back. That one's passed again. Nazareth in the offensive end. There's a big hit laid up against the boards by Peralt.
Yeah, nicely done there by Raymond Peralt. Maybe a little get back for what happened down there too. Luka Munoz on the other side of the ice. Keeping it clean though, and another big hit behind the Lakers net.
They call those receipts in the wrestling world, Mike. We'll see. Lakers get this one again. They're setting things up offensively, Mike. What do you think they've got coming here?
I think no need to rush. Lakers with a 4-0 lead, 3:32 on the clock. They can kind of just slow things down. This one whipped up, and finally the icing called after it. Slides all the way across behind the net. Crosby put the hand up long before that, but call finally comes in, so now a face-off down here in the offensive zone for the Golden Flyers. And another chance to test Manzi, who has gotten a little action this period, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Absolutely not. No, definitely nothing out of the ordinary for Manzi. He's faced a couple of shots, but not much tonight. Lakers do win the face-off in their own end. This pass goes high, and that one, I think, bounced off the Jumbotron.
What is up with these high-flying pucks today, Kenny? We've seen him go to the 10th row in the stands. We might be next up here in the press box for all we know.
I hope they know this thing is expensive. They don't want to knock this thing off the roof. Well, 3:19 remains on the clock. Face-off will come in the Oswego end. That face-off is won by the Golden Flyers. Ooh, looking for a chance. He'll take a shot. That one's blocked. Baker will pass back. Stolen away. In front, poked away. Good stop defensively. They'll get a second chance, though. Ooh, that one goes just wide. Oh, what a chance for Nazareth. Unable to capitalize, though, as McQuaid gets his stick on that one, and Oswego will move down to the offensive attack on the forecheck. Here come the Lakers again. Neutral ice. Gatto skates left. Gatto will pass along the boards. Pass in front. That one's broken up and stopped by Crosby.
And Kenny, a really nice showing here defensively from Michael Manzi between the sticks. I think if you're Ed Gosek, if you're Danny Calabufo.
Don't you know those guys?
Yeah, over there. Their shirts off, the Oswego State swimming and diving team cheering on the Lakers here at Teal Night. But back to Michael Manzi, a really nice performance, and I think the coaches will be very happy with the way he's looking between the sticks.
Absolutely. Face-off coming into Nazareth end. Oswego will try to add a fifth goal on this one, and Nazareth will try to get this thing out of here and get on the offensive attack.
And we'll wait just a second. Switching out who's taking the face for the Flyers, as it's Matthew Fair instead.
And Nazareth, that decision comes to be good as they will win. Oh, here's a chance in front. 3-on-2. That one saved by Manzi. And again, it's been those opportunities, I think, today, Mike, from Nazareth where they have a good lane, they have an opportunity, and either an errant pass or a misjudgment of the puck, something of that nature just tends to blow the opportunity.
Just miscommunications or not being on the same page offensively or defensively seem to really be the Achilles heel for this Nazareth team, and something that they'll want to focus on and work on moving forward in the year.
Lakers win the face-off in their own end. This one's chased by Oswego. Bannister has it now. He'll look for his third. Pass is stolen away. Oh, he was looking for a huge hit up against the boards. My goodness, what a hit there from Burke. Oswego looks for a shot opportunity now in the offensive end. Bannister will pass this one over. Behind the net. Looks for a lane. Passing once again. Nazareth shutting down the shooting lanes. And they almost steal this one away, but Oswego will keep possession. Big hit up against the corner. Shot in front. That one saved. In the corner now, Lakers trying to keep possession of the puck in the offensive end. They will. Bannister up against the boards, and we'll have a board battle for this puck. It comes out. Who has it? Nobody has it. Yeah, no, literally nobody has it. That one goes down to the Oswego end. And he calls for the icing, and he will get it.
Yeah, Kenny, one thing I noticed on that play with Oswego in that offensive zone is defensively on the far side, we've got some off-the-puck physicality going on between Christian Kupani and Ryan Burke, just going at it. in front of the net, seen elbows thrown, almost punches.
And we just saw a replay of that huge hit up alongside the boards. Mike, the physicality has picked up in this one. Face off in the Nazareth end. It's won by the Lakers. They'll lose an edge, and Oswego gets it back again. Off the boards. Nazareth gets a stick on it. Simons looks to get an opportunity of his own. And that one's knocked down and away by Hyen. Nazareth gets it in their own end. They look to go on the offensive attack with 1:15 left to go in the second. Oswego gets possession back in the offensive end. Miller with it now. Dumps it around the boards. Simons chases close behind. It's Hyen again. And Nazareth will get there. Sounded like I heard an errant whistle, but nobody stopped, so they'll keep playing. Less than a minute remains here in the second period. Far side corner, all tangled up again is Ergo. Ergo will have Simons come join him to try and get the puck back for the Lakers. Oswego spending a lot of time in that Nazareth end. That's exactly what they want to do. Nazareth unable to get into the Oswego end and create any chances for themselves. When the chances happen, they're not able to capitalize. So Oswego will get it again. Try to get one more goal in before we end the period with 30 seconds left. Near side, they'll pass this one back. Set up offensively. That one's off the board just wide of Stevenson. Down into the corner. Meineke gets popped for Nazareth. That one comes out. Nazareth gets it back again. Stopped by the Lakers. Kept on side now in a neutral ice. A couple more big hits along the way. 10 seconds remain here in the second. Nazareth has it now with a chance. Here's an opportunity. Face-off shot goes high. That one's poked away, and oh goodness, that might have been the best chance for Nazareth so far.
Yeah, and some more extracurriculars there as we see a Laker and a Golden Flyer head straight into the wall, but really nicely done by Travis Baker to just get his stick in front of that shot at the very last second. Send the puck up into the netting, force the face-off here.
Well, 4.4 remains here in the second period. Lakers will win it, so that will just expire the second period. Nazareth was hoping for a quick win on that face-off and a shot. So, Mike, what are your thoughts now? The Lakers are up 4-0. We're through 2.
I mean, the Lakers tacked on one more goal here. I think physically the game has certainly picked up quite a bit, and as a hockey fan, how can you not love to see the physicality picking up? But at the same time, it's important that both these teams keep their composure in the third period. No need for things to get ugly or anything like that. And Oswego still really dominating this Nazareth team.
Well, they'll drag out Tully the Turtle for the Chuck-a-Puck. Someone's going to go home happy with a Tully's Tenders gift card. We're going to go to a quick break, finish eating our French fries, and we'll see you guys after the intermission show. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP 10.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
sister, if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
Surface is this?
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn. Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
And welcome on back to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. Obviously, I have changed my attire a little bit. We just had one of our absolute legends of this WTOP 10, Lou Pirelli. He is a graduate from way a long time ago. He just came during this break, gave me this jacket, and it is an honor to wear it. He was a general manager at WTOP 10, so I will be wearing this for the duration of the game, and it's going to stay within our TV station. It is an absolute honor. But, however, we are here to talk about some hockey. So, James, Logan, another eventful period that we just watched, a shorthanded goal that we saw from the Lakers. James, just why don't you go right ahead and walk us through it, because that was a fantastic goal from the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, starting even before that penalty was taken by the Lakers, I thought momentum was going to switch for Nazareth until that penalty came. The Lakers started playing aggressive on this penalty kill. They came out with a large box, which means they're going to leave that middle open. They got 4 points, like a box, and they're going to cover those 4 points. But if the power play can get set up, you're done. They're going to leave the bumper wide open in the middle, but since they're so aggressive, they get the puck over and over. They're able to clear, and that aggressiveness leads to that shorthanded goal. The aggressiveness in the offensive zone was an awful turnover by Nazareth, and it led to the goal by Tommy Bannister. And Nico Payon was the one with that aggressive play to get the assist, cross-ice pass, back of the net. That penalty kill was superb by the Lakers. If they play like that every single game, they won't get scored on that penalty kill.
So you are saying that the Oswego just played that power play absolutely perfectly.
Absolutely. Like I said, the aggressiveness, if your opponent's power play can't keep up with your aggressiveness, you will kill it off 100% of the time. So having that large box with an aggressive penalty kill, you're going to leave the middle open. But if that power play can't get set up, you will never get scored on.
Absolutely. Oswego playing very well, and we talked about that goal from Tommy Bannister. Logan, you have some more on Tommy Bannister, who had a very nice remarks from Ed Gosick.
Yeah, thank you, Lucas. I had the opportunity and privilege to interview Coach Gosick a few weeks ago on the topic of this upcoming season, and he mentioned Bannister as one of the many freshmen that fit in very well on this Oswego State Lakers team. We saw him score 2 goals so far this game, so he's definitely a key piece of the puzzle, and Gosick delivering on his prediction, and he will certainly be relied upon heavily as we transition into the new season and into the third period of play.
Gosick, obviously a recruiting wizard, another freshman already doing well. We're going to talk about another freshman now who just came in at goalie, Michael Manzi. Logan, why don't you talk to me about him, because he also not doing too much work, but he has some very impressive stats before coming here.
Yeah, you said it, not doing too much work, because the Lakers' backhand has stood impressively tall and stopped any Nazareth chances. I'd say your brick wall style defense that they've been able to impose. Now we're over to Manzi, who's had an abundance of experience before joining this Oswego squad. He played for the El Paso Rhinos, the Anchorage Wolverines, and the Green Bay Gamblers, all within the 2024-2025 season. They are teams of the North American Hockey League. And I would say, going off their previous exhibition last Saturday against Fisher, you can expect Gosick to cycle Manzi back to the bench and sub in one of Milberg or Zalizi into this third period of play.
Absolutely. Now we're going to shift gears here, talk about some of the stuff that we've been hearing going down on the ice. Nazareth getting a little vocal, starting to complain about some of the officiating. James, what have you seen from these referees?
Well, the referees might have missed a few calls. It could be my opinion, could be Nazareth's opinion. Point is, Nazareth was not happy with the officials during this period. We heard it from up here in the perch. Even after one play, it, to me, looked like a clear trip. The Nazareth defenseman goes over to the official, trying to talk it over, and the official kind of just waving on the bench. This isn't what you want if you're an official. You can't lose control of the game. And in a 4-0 blowout like it is right now, Nazareth's not going to try and stay disciplined anymore. They're going to play aggressive, physical. They're not going to listen to the rules. They're not going to listen to the officials. That's the opposite if you want. You don't want to see injuries out there. The officials have to start controlling the game. Expect to see a lot more penalties being called throughout the duration of the third period. That's how you control a hockey game.
Yeah, I know, just as an athlete myself, if I wasn't getting the calls, I would definitely start giving more attitude to those refs. It's the same in every sport. We're going to keep talking about Nazareth. They've just been a very slow team on offense so far. But I will say I have kept my statement alive that they've been playing very physically. It has been very apparent, and unfortunately, it hasn't panned out the way they wanted it to. and the offense has just really been stalling completely. Logan, why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, my prediction of 6-2 may have died out if Nazareth keeps up, like you said, with the slump in offense like they have been. But if I'm coach of Nazareth in the locker room, I'm telling my team to keep the foot on the pedal, because even though this is an exhibition game, they still want to get that experience and rebound off of last season when they went 8-16-2, and you want your team to gel like toothpaste, Lucas.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It is absolutely incredible what Gosick can say to the players in the locker room. And a recruiting wizard, like I already said, seeing all these freshmen play, though. You took the next segment that right from me. We're going to switch now to Ed Gosick. Because James, you wanted to actually discuss how you wanted to talk to Ed Gosick in that locker room. And I'm going to go to you after about James McDonald. But James, take me through what you would say now if you were Ed Gosick in that locker room.
I mean, if I were Ed Gosick, I'm telling my players to stay out of trouble. Nazareth's going to come out aggressive, and like I said, they're just going to go out there trying to hit people. I feel like they might, stop caring about this game. They're going to, they're mad. They're going to go out and maybe even try to injure people. Don't get into trouble if you're the Lakers. Stay disciplined, stay for the next game. Just go out there, play your game, maybe even bait them into taking a couple penalties, but don't be the one to instigate anything. The tempers have already been flaring. We've seen a couple scrums in front of the net. We've seen a couple plays where Michael Manzi has gotten a little poke after the whistle from a Nazareth forward going into the zone after a whistle. Let that be. Just, give them a push aside and, let them skate away. Don't start fighting, otherwise you won't be playing the next game.
So if you're Gosick, you're telling your players, be careful.
Yes, absolutely.
That is very, very good advice. Logan, now shift to you. James McDonald, team's down 4-0. Let up a shorthanded goal. What do you got to say to them to maybe just turn it around and get a little momentum out of this game?
Yeah, I mean, if anything, if I'm Coach James McDonald, I'm telling my team in the locker room to not let off the gas pedal. I mean, to try to at least get something in offense, apply some urgency, because it is hard to come back from a 4-0 deficit. So you at least want to get 1 or 2 on the board to hold your heads high for the next game as you try to transition into that regular. You just want to clean up on the undisciplined play. You don't want any players hurt going into that regular season. So I think you just need to clean it up on both offense and defense. Try to at least get something going heading into the regular season.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think the Lakers are showing that they have achieved everything that they have tried for in this preseason. They're really showing it. And Nazareth, they're really not living up to that name, not really living up to that description-based team that they like to be. One more thing I want to talk about is just the difference in, like I said, I've been talking about the offense, the difference in the offensive prowess, because it just seems like Nazareth doesn't have anything going for them. And I don't know if that's a credit to Oswego's defense or just Nazareth's poor play. I've seen a bunch of missed passes when Lakers have just done a really good job of diminishing anything that Nazareth has done.
Well, like I said in the first intermission, Lakers rely on their skill to make good plays. Nazareth has to counter that with just being aggressive, which they really let off the gas pedal from. The forecheck kind of died down in that second period, where in that first period we saw a lot of aggressive play and a lot of puck retrievals by Nazareth, countering that 1-3-1 that the 1-1-3 that I was talking about in that first period. The Lakers have held on to it, but Nazareth hasn't held on to their forecheck. To get back to that is what's going to get you goals if you're Nazareth.
Absolutely, no doubt. Logan, we're going to run it down one last time. Final thoughts on Nazareth. What do you think they need to do, and Oswego, to come out with this win, or for Nazareth come out with the win potentially, and then for Oswego, how do you hang on to it?
Yeah, if I'm Coach James McDonald, I'm telling my team once again, as I said in the previous segment, to take any chance that is given you. At this point in the game, in the third period with just 20 minutes left in an exhibition outing, you want to go into the regular season being confident that you're able to take those shots. You don't want to keep making miscalculated passes and those errors. You definitely want to clean up on those. And if I'm Coach Ed Gosick, I'm super satisfied with my team's play right now. I mean, maybe you just want to get the freshmen and sophomores, just the underclassmen in general, some experience if you keep running away with it as they have. So as we go, maybe they can play more relaxed style of play, focus on defense more rather than ambushing on offense.
I would love to see a bunch of these new freshmen and sophomores for Oswego get a chance to play. Final thoughts, James? We're just about to get into the third period. What else you got?
I mean, if the Lakers just play their game, they get out of this game with a win, I think it's time to just, go out, have some fun, go to Wanzones, Calzones, and, call it a night.
Absolutely. Well, that is just about it, folks. We really don't got anything else to talk about. We have one more period to go of this very exhilarating matchup between the Oswego Lakers and the Nazareth Golden Flyers. Stay tuned for the final period of action, and we'll be back one more time after that. But we'll be right back going into the break. Stay tuned.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast popcorn.
It's showtime, Chris.
Come on. I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No. Spin the wheel. Oh, you got censorship. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Welcome back to the Sealy Press Box in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Hall. I'm Kenny Gerard. I'm with Mike Neckers, and we're swaying away to some good music, Mike.
Yeah, Sweet Caroline never gets old here in the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena and Convocation Center. Lakers leading 4-0 as we're just 2 minutes away from the start of the third period of action here between the Oswego State Lakers and the Nazareth Golden Flyers, Kenny.
The hardest part about listening to the song right now is not actually singing it to the mic because I don't want the people at home to have their ears bleed from listening to me sing. So, Mike, I'll stop talking. Take me through what each team has to do to take a victory home today in this last period.
Well, still swaying, Kenny, and it is an uphill battle for the Nazareth Golden Flyers. Need 4 goals to tie things up, 5 to take a lead, and with the way this Oswego team has looked in the first 2 periods, it's going to be a tough challenge. Can't break that defense, can't break the net. We'll see if we'll see Brennan Milberg in for the third for the Lakers. And it seems like the Golden Flyers are going to stick with Lincoln Crosby in net, but again, could change.
Yeah, no, it could definitely be a good change. And, you know, we'll see what they do. I mean, I'm obviously excited to see who comes out, and, well, I guess we're going to see.
The bell's ringing here in the Deb as returning to the ice is the Lakers and the Golden Flyers, and Brandon Milberg will take the spot between the pipes for the third period of action. Milberg, the starter for this Oswego team last season, getting some last-second action in before the Lakers kick off their regular season next weekend.
Well, a lot of boos are raining in now from the Deborah F. Stanley Ice Arena as the Nazareth Golden Flyers join us back on the ice. Oswego comes in, and it looks like we're going to have a change for Nazareth as well.
Yeah, it'll be Paul DeLessio hopping into the net for the Nazareth Golden Flyers. DeLessio, a freshman over at Nazareth from Burlington, Massachusetts. So a big difference for both of these teams between the pipes. We'll see what DeLessio can do for the Flyers, what Milberg can do for the Lakers. And if the Lakers can keep up this offensive pressure and production, I think they'll be just fine in this third period.
There's 3 guarantees in this life, Mike: death, taxes, and Metallica welcoming the Lakers back onto the ice for the third and final period of action. We are about to get underway. Lakers up 4-0, 20 shots to 10, 20 minutes on the clock. Third period about to start right now. Face-off is won by Nazareth. Over to Agasa, and Agasa will get us started for this third and final period of action. Down the Oswego end, Oswego will take it back. Up on the near side. Vossloh loses it, and it goes back to Nazareth. Oswego tries to get it back again. They'll dump it to the corner. Agasa has it down low. He'll pass it around the boards. Erlane will lose it, and it'll go back to the Oswego possession with Gatto. Gatto gets popped by Agasa up against the boards. McQuaid will join in with Agasa. McQuaid gets a stick on it. Nazareth gets it back, though. Oswego will quickly regain possession in neutral ice. Nice move there from Vossloh. Simpson loses it. Oswego will go for a change. Agasa will pick it up for Nazareth.
Yeah, and the Lakers, nothing really on that first attack from that line, so they'll bring in some fresh legs here.
Cohen loses that one. It goes down all the way to Milberg, as Milberg has now joined the game for the Lakers. Semrad passed it around the boards. Nazareth with a chance here. There's a shot. That one goes just wide of Milberg and the net. Milberg makes a poke save on that one. Lakers get it back in their own end. Semrad gets a stick on it, and he'll try to move it down for the Lakers to get the offensive attack going once again. That one's high into the sky, and this one will be chased down by Schaefer. Schaefer will pass all along the boards. Back to neutral ice. Oswego takes it back again. Bannister looking for his third goal of the game, trying to get the hat trick. He's coming down quick. That one's kept on sides by Oswego. It'll go into neutral ice. Near the Oswego bench, Nazareth will gain possession. Erlane has it now on the far side. Erlane battling back for the puck, and into neutral ice it goes again. So Nazareth forced to reset as Miller dumps that one away. Oswego looks to take charge now in their own end. 18 minutes left in this one.
Yeah, and with the 4-0 lead here, Nazareth really doesn't have time for Oswego to sit back behind the net and hold on to the puck. They've got to apply some pressure if they want a chance to get themselves back into this game, but still yet to do so. Taking it slow, and Oswego will start an attack the other side.
Good patient play for Oswego. Pass goes off the skate of Ergo, and it gets blown up quickly. Here comes Simons now. He'll try to get a chance, but that one's poked away by Miller and the Golden Flyers. Miller will have it now in his own end. Nazareth, well, they're going to put their foot in the gas pedals. They got to get going here. Frost with it now, charging through neutral ice. Frost loses it in the corner. Hyen makes a poke towards it. Frost sits in the back of the group trying to get it back for the Golden Flyers. And this puck will not move. Play the music. Someone will come away with it.
A jam up here on the boards. Shout out to Joe Pretty, one of WTOP 10's nightly productions. Still jammed up here on the boards. Both teams battling for it, and finally comes out. Still not sure who's got it.
It's going to be Nazareth possession in the offensive end. Meineke loses it. Oswego takes it back again. And the Lakers get possession. They'll take it across the blue, across the red, and dump it away. D'Alessio comes out of net for that one. Meineke has it now behind his netminder. Nazareth calls out the offensive play, and they'll get set to go. They'll pass this one up. Here come the Golden Flyers. Dumas loses that one. Dumas will get it back near the Oswego bench. That pass in front, good chance, broken up. Will they get a second shot off? They will, but that goes wide. Behind the net, Oswego gets it again. Probably one of the better chances Nazareth has had on the night. That shot goes wide left. Down low again, Perrant gets a stick on it, but Stevenson will steal it back for the Lakers. Here comes Oswego once again with Williams. Down along the near side, stick tangled up. Meineke will give him a good shove. Oswego has in the offensive end again. Looking to find that centering lane, but they won't get it. Nazareth will take it back. Here come the Golden Flyers again with Perrant. Perrant far side pass, center right shot. That one goes off the pad of Milberg, and that one's a save. Oswego gets it again in the offensive end with Simpson. Simpson trying to get it out of there. Nazareth takes a shot on side. That one's blocked. Too much traffic in front, but they'll keep it on the right side of the blue. There's a shot down Broadway, and that one's no good. Nazareth takes around behind the net, looks for a Michigan. Oh, he doesn't get it. Oh, what a chance that would have been, and what a shot attempt that was. Man, you got to love a Michigan, Mike. What a chance that would have been, and what a shot that would have been if he made it.
So bold there from Bauer, and I love to see stuff like that on the ice. Of course, couldn't convert, but always a fun little thing to see happen.
It is an exhibition match, so if you're going to try it at some point, I guess if you want to get a Michigan, you might want to do it now. Near the Oswego bench, they're all tangled up for it. Almost goes back in the bench, and Simpson will pop that one up. And that one's picked up by Herb. Herb passed along the boards. That one's stolen by Oswego on the offensive end. Centering pass shot. That one's broken up. Great stop from Agasa. Far side boards tangled up. That one is stolen away by Agasa. Agasa will pass this one up. Bower, he'll pass left to Agasa. Agasa will chase towards the face-off circle. That one goes high, hits the Canadian flag, and holy maple syrup that bounced off the Zamboni.
Kenny, we're hitting everything but the ice today, it seems like.
Back on field goals.
Something the New York Giants maybe struggle with a little bit.
All right.
Over on the far end, Marco Ioza with his second strike of the day, one away from looking like Aaron Judge in the in the MLB playoffs this year.
There you go, buddy.
Took me a second.
Lakers win the face-off in their own end. Here comes Semrad. He'll pass this one Aaron, just like Dak Prescott does. Down into the Nazareth end. McQuaid has it now for the Lakers. McQuaid, face-off circle, loses that one, tangled up. Too many Golden Flyers to overcome that one. Nazareth will try to move down ice. Ooh, there's a hit right there, but both of them stay on their skate. Way to recover for both. But that won't happen on the near side. Vossalo picks it up now for Oswego. Vossalo takes it across the wheel. He'll try to lay a hit. Gatto gets it in the offensive end. Gatto pass broken up. Good defensive stop there from Nadesti. That one goes off the board.
Ooh.
Big hit late in the corner. Wow, what a shot that one was.
Connor Gatto enforcing something over there in that far corner, and now an icing call.
What a hit.
What a hit indeed. I mean, just absolutely slamming the Golden Flyer into the boards there. But now a face-off in the offensive zone for the Golden Flyers and a chance to maybe put some more pressure on Milberg. They're looking a little more awake than we've seen in the first two periods.
Well, face-off will happen now in the Oswego end. Face-off doesn't really go anywhere. We'll see who gets away with it. It's going to be the Lakers. Oswego will try to get it out of their own zone. Nazareth tries to keep it on side for an offensive opportunity. Here's a good chance, but it's broken up by the Lakers. Peralt has it. Pass along the boards. There's a loose lumber on the ice, and he'll go chase it himself. Still on defense. Centering pass. Broken up by the Lakers. And he'll find his stick and come down ice. Cohen will go off. They'll get a change. Nazareth will get possession. Miller passes one up on the near side. Simpson pops it up. And that one's knocked down by Kopany. Kopany will pass this one over to Miller. Miller passes up. There's a hit laid up against the boards. Against Torrio. Bannister has it in the Oswego end. Bannister looks to split a lane, make a move. Ooh, what a chance, but that one goes just to the right. That one's passed over by Cohen. Lakers now having an offensive attack, broken up by Nazareth. Cohen lays a big hit. No penalty on that one. Near side board, Simpson takes a tumble. Miller tries to get possession for the Golden Flyers. There's a hit up against the board. It's getting chippy in front. Simpson tries to capitalize, but it's stolen away by Miller and the Golden Flyers. They are 3-on-2 now, but Oswego catches up just as quick, takes a shot towards Milberg. That one goes wide left. Baker will get the puck now in their own end. Oh, here's the chance for Nazareth. That shot goes just high. What a chance for Perrant. Back into neutral ice it goes. That one's picked up by Meineke. Meineke looks for a lane. He'll get tripped, and it's taken away by Cohen and the Lakers. Here comes Bannister now on the far side. Bannister's hitting them against the boards by Scrim.
Yeah, and Bannister's going to head to the bench after a hit like that.
This one's taking charge now. Nazareth with a chance, broken up. Oh, swing and a miss. Nazareth gets it back. In front, that one is broken up by the Lakers. Oswego been doing an excellent job of shutting down those open lanes. A couple more big hits and an audible ooh comes from the Oswego bench after that one. It's getting chippy out here. We'll see how this ends up. Oswego takes a shot. That one is saved.
Paul DeLessio sticks the glove out, flashes it, picks that one right up. But let's talk about this physicality we've seen these past couple of minutes, Kenny. Mikey Ergo putting bodies into the boards. Connor Gatto doing the same for the Lakers, and Nazareth returning fire.
Well, Nazareth, if they want a chance to win this one, is going to have to score something quick. They can start that off with a face-off win here. 11:24 left to go. They will win the face-off, but Oswego keeps it on the right side of the blue line. And they'll lose that one. Nice takeaway for the Golden Flyers. Another big hit. Here comes Egasa. Egasa will pass, broken up by Semrad. Down the Oswego end, it's a clash of the 24s. But Oswego will take it away with Semrad. Semrad kept on sides by Egasa. Simons will get it. He'll pass it cross ice off the boards. Nazareth gets to it first. Here's a chance. Spinning shot saved. And a penalty's on the way.
Yeah, and Milberg, the goaltender, won on this Oswego State team for a reason, making some big saves, but now some physicality down there. And we'll see an Oswego State Laker head over to the bench. Looks like it's going to be Drake Semrad making his way to the sin bin, I believe, for a cross-check here, Kenny.
Actually, if you look in the Nazareth bench, they also have someone going to the sin bin. Man heads to the sin bin, so we're going to have a little bit of fun here, Mike. It looks like we're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey.
And 4-on-4 hockey always tends to bring along with it one exciting thing, Kenny, and that's chaos. But now looking at the board, there it is, both penalties put in, so possibly some chaos to ensue here off of this face-off. 4-on-4, Nazareth in the offensive zone. They'll try and put some shots on Milberg and see if they can find the back of the net.
Physicality taking a turn for the better if you like physicality, or for the worse if you don't. But we'll have some 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes in this one. Face off in the Oswego zone is won by the Lakers. Baker will pass this one over. Gilmore with it now. He'll set up the offensive attack. And here come the Lakers. That passes up to Vossilo. Vossilo storms across the wheel. He'll pass left. Here's an opportunity in front. Shot saved. What a chance that one was for Baker and the Lakers. But Oswego will dump this into neutral ice, and they will force a reset. That passes up to Baker. Cross ice pass again. Looking for a lane near the faceoff circle. Off the boards. That's broken up by the defense. Storming the corner might be a good call there for the Golden Flyers to break it up, but left that center wide open for an Oswego chance. Egasa will pass this one up to Cole. Cole has it now, 4-on-4. That one goes high and way gone.
And Kenny, again, the puck flying high. 1:08 left in both of these penalties. It'll be another face-off here. Offensive face for the Nazareth Golden Flyers. Looks like they're going to take this one on the far side of the ice.
10:01 remains here in the third. 1:08 remain on the 4-on-4. Face-off far side, Oswego zone. Howlett Key comes in for the Golden Flyers. Gatto for Oswego. And Hallecky and Nazareth will win it, but McQuaid will steal it back for Oswego. McQuaid storms down the ice. McQuaid looks for a lane. McQuaid takes a shot, whips and misses on that one. Up against the boards. Nazareth will come away with it. Frost takes it now down near the near side. Frost makes a move. And that one will be stolen away by the Lakers. Frost will take charge and try and get it back. Here comes Oswego with 40 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. Simpson will pass this one over. Cooper with it now on the near side. He'll pass this one over to McQuaid. McQuaid passes it back to Simpson. Simpson takes a shot in front. He didn't even see that, and he saved it.
Yeah, D'Alessio had his glove in the right place, and sometimes that's all you need. Deflected right into his glove. So tacks on a save to the stats, even if it wasn't intentional. Covers, and now it'll be a face-off offensively for the Oswego State Lakers here.
Right place, right time for D'Alessio. Face-off in the Nazareth end. Skating in for Oswego is Bannister. Face-off is won by DeMoss and the Nazareth Golden Flyers, so they'll go on the offensive attack with 4-on-4 for the next 20 seconds. Meineke will pass this one up. DeMoss's pass, whiffed on the shot. Simpson steals it back for the Lakers. That pass goes just wide of where it was going. Meineke almost breaks it up, but Simpson will get it back for Oswego. Big hit later against the boards. And Nazareth will get it back. And time expires on the penalties, plural. So we'll go back to 5-on-5 as each team returns to full strength. Meineke has it. He'll pass it up along the boards, but Oswego steals it away again. Hine will chase it down near the faceoff circle, go behind Milberg. Up along the boards, there's a pass up. Here come the Lakers once again. making a move. That one goes just wide for Cohen. Cohen looks for it in the corner again, won't get on it. That's kept on sides by Hyen, but Nazareth will get it back. Here's a good chance for the Golden Flyers. Looks for an open lane in front. A shot opportunity. Broken up. Milberg lays out for it, but broken up defensively before it even got there. Great play from Grenier. There's a shot that goes just high of Milberg, and Nazareth now on the attack. Big hit in the corner. That one's laid on Cole. Nazareth on the far side with it now on the offensive end. Nazareth looking for a chance. Stolen away by the Lakers again. That one's dumped away by Peral, and this one will be blown dead.
And Brandon Milberg putting his body on the line, laying out to make a couple big saves here. Keep it scoreless on the Lakers' defensive half of the ice. Some big hits out there as well. We saw Lukas Stanojevic get absolutely hammered into the boards there, and serving a penalty for the Lakers is Brandon Cohen. I believe it'll be another cross-checking penalty on him.
A lot of penalties in this one, Mike. It's been clean for the most part, and then the later we've gotten, it's gotten more and more physical, more aggressive, and more sloppy, which, I mean, you can look at it multiple ways. Either each team is getting aggressive or they're getting tired. So it depends on which way you look at it.
Yeah, Kenny, fatigue tends to make teams play a little more sloppy, and I think we're seeing that in full force as another big save from Brandon Milberg.
Yeah, Agasa takes a shot, and that's a glove save for Milberg.
A really nice save as well. Just sticks the glove out. No real trouble with that one either.
Face-off in the far side of the Oswego end. It's a 2-minute power play for Nazareth, 1:55 remaining in that. Lakers shorthanded, get it back in their own zone. Try to dump it away, but Nazareth will get there first. Agasa has it now near the blue line. Agasa will pass this one over. Back to Agasa. Agasa takes a shot down Broadway in front, second chance. Poked away by the Lakers. Oh, that was a good chance there for Nazareth on the second chance rebound. But they won't be able to capitalize, but they will keep it onside. There's a shot in the chest of Milberg. It bounces off, but it goes in the right direction for the Lakers. In the corner is a hit laid by the Golden Flyers. Haletki has it now. Haletki makes a move. Haletki takes a shot that goes wide. Pressure is on this power play from the Golden Flyers. Agasa over to Haletki. Haletki takes another shot, and that's a glove save by Milberg. And the penalty kill, well, is being done very well by Milberg.
Yes, it is, Kenny, but this Nazareth team still pressing very high up and causing some problems for this Lakers defense that we really didn't see in the first two periods of action. So Nazareth making some adjustments, and they seem to be working a little better than what they were doing beforehand.
Absolutely, Mike. Well, we'll have another face-off in the Oswego end. Another 1 minute and 9 seconds remain here in the power play for Nazareth. In the corner, Nazareth trying to get possession and get a chance to score one here. Still down 4-0, unable to break one yet. Nazareth gets possession on the near side. That one's stolen away by the Lakers shorthanded. Almost lost, and they'll get this one into neutral ice. Big hit laid at center ice. D'Alessio will come on a net to stop it.
Yeah.
Schaefer and the Golden Flyers set up to move here offensively, and that one's poked right away by the Lakers.
And again, Kenny, just sloppy play when there's literally no pressure for this Nazareth team in the back third of the ice. And they can't be losing the puck here when the Lakers aren't even putting on any pressure.
Lakers skate down to the corner to get that one. Here comes a chance for Nazareth again. 20 seconds remain on the power play. Shot down Broadway, goes wide right. That one's knocked away, but kept on sides. Lakers will get it again. And they'll get this one across the blue line, forcing a Golden Flyer reset. Here comes Oswego now, shorthanded with Bannister. Bannister looks for a third. He takes a shot. That one's saved by D'Alessio, right off of his right pad. And Oswego will return to full strength, so it's back to 5-on-5, and the Lakers will kill off the penalty with some good pressure coming from the Golden Flyers. Vossalo finds a lane in front. He can't get a shot off. Great defense being played by Kopany. Up against the boards again, Perrant with it now. Perrant and Kopany. That one's up for Oswego. They'll pass over to Hyen. Hyen back to Vossalo. That one will trickle over the blue line, forcing a reset anyways. Oswego gets back on side. Nazareth is swarming them down low, not allowing them to get the puck or get it to go anywhere. Perrant with it now on the near side. He'll lose it to Semrad. Semrad down the corner with it now. He'll set up behind Milberg, back over to Hyen. Vossalo gets a stick on it. Nazareth has it in the offensive end. There's a shot in front that goes just wide of Milberg. That was a good chance there for the Golden Flyer. Shot in front, saved by Milberg, and that one's taken away by Oswego. Nazareth will reset with Frost. Frost will dump this away, and they'll go for a change. Semrad with it now on the near side. That goes off the stick of Voslo, and Semrad and Voslo will come off. McQuaid pressures Agasa. Miller with it now for the Golden Flyers. Miller will take it up the near side. Pass goes high. They'll dump and chase this one. Oswego gets to it first. Lakers take it now down the near side. Iozo, face-off circle, makes a move. He'll pass this one up. Centering pass over to the left. Baker takes a rip at that one. It goes just wide. Simpson will dump it around the boards. The chance in front, swing and a miss. Baker, second chance. That one goes just wide. Simpson will pass it down again. Oswego, the heat has been turned on. Baker looks for a shot down Broadway. He'll take it, and that one is saved by D'Alessio, and what a chance that one was for Oswego.
I was ready to scream, third time's a charm. Baker sends the first two wide. Third one goes on net, but just can't connect. A nice save from Paul D'Alessio. Collects that one straight into his chest, and now an offensive face for the Oswego State Lakers, but nice pressure from Oswego.
Face off in a Nazareth zone on the far side. Just north of 4 minutes remain in this one. This one's going to get blown dead, so they'll reline up for the face-off.
And we'll wait and see. Looks like Lakers being forced to switch out who's taking the face.
Nazareth wins the face-off. Here come the Golden Flyers now. Damas down the near side. Damas centering pass, broken up by the Lakers. Good defensive stop there for Oswego, probably saving a goal there. Miller's flying down to lay a hit on Agasa up against the boards. Ergo looks for a shot of his own. Peralt will pick it up in the Oswego end. Oswego looks to move on the offensive attack. It's broken up quickly by Nazareth again, though. In neutral ice, Oswego tries to keep possession. The Golden Flyers get there first. Nazareth will pass left. Shot right to Milberg. Second chance, they'll get it back again. Milberg's got to get back over, and he does. Couple of good stops there from Milberg and the Lakers. Couple of hits laid up against the board as well. Nazareth having some good chances here in this third period. Better than I've seen all game long.
Yeah, Kenny, and Milberg with a nice double save there. Found himself out of position, but the Oswego defense does a really nice job of covering his backside and making sure that no shots get put on that net there.
Well, there was a group hug along the boards, and the puck is not going anywhere, and that's when they'll blow that one dead because that was going nowhere.
Was going nowhere except maybe a bad direction as we see some extracurriculars after the play here, Kenny.
Hey, these guys are fired up. I know we've talked about exhibition this, exhibition that. I still think this Oswego team is absolutely fired up to be out here. I think Nazareth is fired up to be out here. Both these teams know it's a long season ahead. But hey, if this doesn't count on the scorecards, let's have some fun. Let's see what we've got, and let's see if we've got anybody on the team who knows how to fight.
Yeah, it looked like it was Gabe Cull and Raymond Peralt getting a little handsy with each other there and a little aggressive. More than the officials would like, but this one sent all the way up by the Lakers.
Little play-by-play there from you, Mike. I like to hear it. Munoz has it now up against the board. Yep, here we go again, Mike. We're back to what we were doing again. We'll see this one comes out. It will, most likely, because I see it moving. I'm no expert, but if the puck's moving, that's usually a good thing. Nazareth gets it. He'll call for a pass on the far side, but won't be able to get it off. Haletki was wide open, and here we go. This one's blown dead, a penalty coming. And it looks like a tripping call, but I might have missed it.
Have to wait and see. Not sure exactly what the call is, but it certainly wasn't clean over there on the far side. And heading to the penalty box for the Lakers. We'll wait and see. Everyone skating over to the bench. And taking a seat in here is going to be Brendan Gilmore, the first-year student for the Oswego State Lakers. And an ugly penalty to give up, an unnecessary one as well.
Well, it's going to be an interference call against the Lakers. So, once again, Nazareth goes on the power play. We talked about it beforehand. Power plays were going to be crucial in this one. Oswego able to capitalize on two of those. Nazareth, 0, and lets up a shorthanded goal to the Lakers. Can Nazareth finally tack one on the board with 2:29 left to go? And will they follow one of my keys to the game? We'll see. Not on that one. Milberg makes a glove save.
And Kenny, after hearing you read those statistics to me, it really has been the difference of not being able to stop the Lakers on a power play for Nazareth. I mean, you take away those two power play goals and you take away the man-down goal. It's a 1-0 game here in the third period with just under 3 minutes remaining.
They are game changers. Egesa looks to pass it over. Down low, wraparound shot goes just wide. Another errant shot from them. Nazareth, face-off circle, looks for a shot. That one's blocked. Bower looked wide open for it. Egesa will pass this one to the far side. Looks for a look. Egesa winds up but doesn't take the shot. Up against the boards again. This one's cross ice again to Bauer. Shot down Broadway. Too much traffic. That one's dumped away. Lakers bench cheers on the penalty kill once again. The Lakers so far this season have been phenomenal on the penalty kill. We'll see if that can continue into regular season play and especially conference play. Nazareth now taking it down. 1 minute and 5 seconds remain on the man advantage. Egesa has it. He'll take a slap at it. That one's broken up. Great penalty kill from the Lakers, and way to lay your body on the line. Didn't even get to Milberg. And the crowd is loving it, Mike. Across the blue line, Lakers break it up again. Here's a second chance shot. Down Broadway, everybody's spilling everywhere. They'll take a backhander at that one, but it won't go. Cooper will dump this one around the boards. That one's kept on sides. Schaefer will pass this one up to Bauer. There's a shot that goes off his stick. And Gatto will break it up too. That one goes across the blue line. Less than 1 minute remains here in this one. I mean, it's not over until it's over, but I think a 4-0 hole is a far one to climb out of.
Absolutely, Kenny. And you could say this Lakers man-down defense is phenomenal. You could say a lackluster power play offense from the Nazareth Golden Flyers, but the Lakers have shut down Nazareth as a stick comes flying into the stands over here.
Oh, that was close. I wanted that. Oswego returns to full strength, and the clock will probably just be ran out here by Oswego. The crowd's starting to know that they will win this game. Icing is called for by DeLessio, and he will get it. That's a cool souvenir, but it landed close up to the bench where I think I just gave it back.
Yeah, handed right back to assistant coach Danny Calabufo, former Oswego State Lakers player. And with 18 seconds remaining, it'll be a face down in front of Brandon Milberg's net. Looks like this one's just about over, Kenny.
It does, and another Oswego grad on the coaching staff for Oswego, Ed Gosick, John Whitelaw, both with Oswego before, and they'll be joining them as Daniel Calabufo. I've said his name about 100 times. That's a great story to see him now be a coach with the Lakers. Just about 10 seconds remaining on this one. Near side, they go for a huge hit. That won't go. Meineke passes it to the far side. Nazareth looking for one goal with just a couple seconds left. And it won't happen as the Lakers take this one back. Time will expire, and the crowd will roar. Oswego wins this one 4-0, and they will be perfect in their exhibition matches after an 8-3 victory over the first-timer St. John Fishers and a 4-0 victory over the Nazareth Golden Flyers. And in the last 3 years that I've been calling Teal games, well, they've been perfect.
Yeah, Kenny, perfect seems to be something the Lakers aspire to aim for this season. It'll be a tough challenge, though. Got some heavy-hitting, strong, powerful opponents, especially the Hobart Statesmen, the 3-time consecutive national champions who just joined the SUNY Conference this year.
Back to back to back. And you look up at the banister up here, too, and in the rafters, 2025 has been added on for years for SUNY champions and NCAA Division Tournament appearances for Oswego. So they had a great year last year. It'll be interesting to see where it goes this year. But, Mike, I think that's all the time we've got up here in the press box. We're going to throw it to a quick break. When we come back, it'll be time for the postgame show on our perch. You've been watching Hockey Night in Oswego right here on WTOP Time.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
like action, romance,
sister. If you're watching this,
and highbrow humor.
Surface is this? Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
There's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Hello and welcome back once more to the Deborah F. Stanley Arena here up on the perch. Now for the post-game show. A very unfortunate loss for the Nazareth Golden Flyers, but a very prominent win for the Oswego State Lakers. A great way to start it. Unfortunately for Naz, like I did say, they played a very, very physical game. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out for them. James, talk me through just what Naz did throughout the game.
They just abandoned their play style. I thought they played a decent first period. They left a lot of holes open. They were undisciplined, but other than that, I mean, their forecheck game was very strong. They were getting chances in that first period, and they completely abandoned it. Didn't see any of that the rest of the night.
Yeah, no, it's just unfortunate for them. Naz didn't seem to find their footing. And now, Logan, obviously we saw how good Oswego looked. Super speedy, super crisp. What stood out to you the most?
Yeah, I mean, Oswego's offensive tenacity they piled on 4 goals, and even in the third period, where they were going to shut out Naz and root to that win, they still piled on chances on net. And I'm going to toss it to Matt McQuaid, who is my player to watch for this regular season. I think he improved within these 2 preseason games and performed very well.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Matt Quaid has been absolutely phenomenal. We've seen these 2 preseason games. You took your answer right away from me. James, who has impressed you throughout these 2 preseason games? We've already heard Matt McQuaid. Who did you like the best so far through 2?
It's got to be Tommy Bannister. He's been outstanding offensively in these 2 preseason games, scoring 4 goals in the 2 games. He's been unstoppable for the defense. It seems like Coach Gosick loves him. They're putting him, on the power play. They're putting him on the penalty kill. They're using him 5-on-5. I could see him being a huge part of this team in the upcoming regular season.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I got one more for you guys. Oswego opens their season against number 3 in the nation ranked Geneseo. This could probably be their most crucial game of the season right off of the bat. Geneseo's not even in the SUNY anymore, but it's a number 3 ranked team. It could be the most important. Who do you think is in the crease to start? James, we'll start with you.
I think it's got to be Milberg. You can't go away from the guy who just won you the SUNY championship last year. And like you said, it is a tough matchup against Geneseo, but I just don't think you can go away from the guy who won it all for you. Like that being said, Michael Manzi could step up throughout the regular season. Brandon Milberg's got to be on his A game the entire year.
Logan, share same thoughts, different thoughts?
I'm in the same level as James. I'm going to go Milberg, who I think has started as goalie. He's a seasoned veteran, a senior, so I think he will play very well within this. And we put on a very good display of goaltending tonight, not letting in any goals and really stopping any chances. Now, I could down the stretch of the season getting some playing time, as he is a freshman and the Lakers do want to give him experience, but I think Milberg will be the starting goalie against Geneseo to open the season and perform very well.
I love the way you said it, down the season. Obviously not right now, but I have to agree. I think Milberg gets it, but I think we got a lot of promise coming out of this Lakers team right now, and I think a potential win against this Geneseo team, who usually has the Lakers number, but it's a new season, a new teams on all sides. That is going to do it from here at the perch. My name is Lucas McGarry, alongside Logan Weingartner and James Fitzpatrick. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Stay tuned for next time.